Hello and welcome to the Easy Allies podcast on May of the 21st. Right now, as we film this, I always get confused.
May the 21st be with you.
May the 20th. Yo, Mando and Grogu tonight. I'm going.
He's
all
going.
the theaters are empty.
Earlier, before we
It's all
started shooting,
empty.
Hubert was like, "What's better than a day with a new Star Wars?" And I was like, "What? There's a new Star Wars."
Brand new.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
completely
realize
forgot
Brand
about
new Star Wars.
Mandalorian and Grotlet. I completely forgot.
Yo,
it existed.
they're hardcore pandering to me though, because my favorite thing has always and will always be Star Wars huts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Heavily
I see.
featured in this movie, the huts.
There we go. It's all Hubert wants to see.
Huts and pod racing
Pod racing,
Yeah.
right?
are the top two.
Often they go together.
Yes.
Will you see a pod race tonight?
That'd be
see.
insane if they kept that under wraps.
When our
out of nowhere.
soundbar,
Holy
when our soundbar
shit.
broke a little while ago, and I had to go and get a new one, I got one with surround sound speakers. We
And
tested.
Sophia made
we
you boot
tested
up.
it out. We tested it out with the pod racing sequence. Yeah.
Thank you,
And it was-
Sophia. I'm
it
giving
was
all of the credit to
incredible.
Sophia 100%.
Oh yeah, that was her idea.
Yes.
We tried to test it with my traditional surround sound testing film, which is Jurassic Park, but it was not available on any streaming service.
Oh, what the hell?
I do have it on Blu-ray, but I didn't want to get up.
Yeah. It's effort. It's effort to
It's
put the
effort.
disc in.
I haven't exercised in years. I have a constant headache the last 2 days because I don't move.
We are Easy Allies. I am Michael Hebert, joined by Isla Hink,
Hi.
joined by Robami Michael Damiani.
All right, the fast food news of the
geez.
century.
Here
right
we
here.
go.
Breaking news.
No.
Raising Cane's has something called naked tenders.
What?
Which are just
That's
non-breaded tenders. So I can
just
eat them during the week.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, I can have Raising Cane's any day of the week. And I tried it and it was fantastic. And they will let you substitute the coleslaw for everything else. So I was like,
What's the price difference? Is it the same price?
same price.
Okay.
But
Okay.
So
because
bread is
they're
worthless.
smaller, I don't need as much sauce. So like I have to buy all the extra sauce I usually do.
I was gonna ask if sauce is cheat day agnostic. Can you
Yeah,
have
buy an
sauce?
extra
So
on
can
I
any
gotta
day?
be careful with that. Yeah.
I feel
So,
like the secret is in the sauce. I feel like they
Yeah.
sneak a lot of calories into that sauce.
Yeah, I gotta
do.
keep it to 2 sauces. We don't go over
They
2
do.
sauces. We
The
keep
sauce
it to 2.
conglomerates.
We keep it to 2 sauces.
Big
because
sauce
that's
wants you
yeah.
to keep you hooked on
Yeah.
the sauce.
I'm okay with the sauce with just 2, but the tenders. Oh, and they're like so good. They're like a almost like tempura almost like in
Whoa.
their texture and stuff. Like, but they're not like, and they just like break apart into like nice little slices. It's like I don't know. It was fantastic.
Is this
and it didn't take that
company
long.
is this company wide, Damiani, or specific places?
It's their secret menu item. Someone showed it to me, and I thought they were
shit.
messing with me. I was like, you better not be. I walked in, I ordered in person because I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry if this is a meme or some stupid TikTok shit, but like, is there naked tenders that you do here? And like, oh, absolutely, we do those. I'm like, okay, thank you. I was like, can I get them?
Can I get them?
Because I was like, I don't know. I was like, I've never heard of this shit before.
Damiani and Raising Cane's top 10 duos.
Oh, yeah.
10 out of
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
10.
They probably heard me going to Popeyes so much, getting their black and tenders over there. They're like, damn, we're losing so much business. We
Losing
just got to
them.
do something that's like low carb for everybody. Yeah.
I had Dave's
love
hot
this.
chicken yesterday.
Nice.
Yum.
Pretty
Super
mid.
good.
One of the most overrated things
Yeah,
in the history
I'm
of
describing it as
overrated things.
mid.
Dave's hot chicken? Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
It's fine.
Raising
Yeah,
Cane's
it's-
is mid.
I would describe it as bland.
They're
All
all a
of
little
them are
like.
bad.
I'd rather
pricey
hit the
for what they
stand or the
are.
cut. Just,
Yeah.
Mostly I go for the fries.
yeah.
I just like that red dust on the fries.
Love
Oh.
that red dust.
Same with
Because I
Gabby's
know-
Mediterranean. They got red dust on there.
Love
Woo-wee.
I love a red dust.
I don't know what it is. If it's like
Spice
rib.
melange.
That's
Is that what
from
it is?
Dune.
Yeah, yeah. the spice melange.
It's probably the spice melange.
Yeah.
If you
just
like
know.
red dust, Huber, you got to try I told you about those
Paprika?
Diablo encrusted powdered chicken nuggets or whatever at Taco Bell. Diablo.
Oh,
That's right. You
not
said they had
those.
chicken
they coat
nuggets at
them in
Taco
red
Bell
dust.
now.
Like red
sounds
dust.
About this.
Okay, I'm gonna try these. for sure.
I've been playing so much Diablo, dude. I finally got the Air of Perdition.
I don't know what that is.
Torment 11,
I know
bruh.
Road to Perdition.
Yeah. It's
Road
a helmet.
to perdition.
It's a mythic helmet. It's real good.
It's like the best in the game.
yeah.
There's like different roles for each thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Was
I'm
it a good role?
I'm gonna have to start. Well, it had some good stuff on it.
Sick.
It's not God tier, but
Yeah.
it's
But it's top quality.
pretty close.
I love this. Making it all happen in the control room, we got Dawn Casanova.
That was the most beautiful pronunciation.
Dawn Casanova in there.
Thank you. You know, it's funny with the Mando and Grogu. I was looking at tickets. It's every single
Mando and
every
Grogu?
single theater is empty
I know.
except IMAX. IMAX is like sold out. All the IMAX.
Oh.
That's it.
So this I'll just go to whatever's the emptiest.
IMAX loves the groglet, I guess.
Yeah.
Where's that Disney Premium?
I usually do IMAX, but tonight I'm just gonna go to whatever is
You're not gonna go to
available.
Cinemark Cine D or whatever it's called. X. What is it
XD
called?
baby with the heated
XD,
seats.
that's-
4XD, right?
Fire
XD,
seats.
RPX,
They have heated
IMAX.
seats in there?
Oh, they got fire seats. They call
That's
them.
for us girls who get cold as shit in the fucking theater.
Before we begin, we have breaking news from Seattle correspondent Tokyo Slim. Speaking of IMAX,
Woo!
segue. Look at that. We didn't even plan it, and it just happened organically.
Are we in
have-
the podcast now?
We are in the podcast.
Whoa.
We have IMAX news. Okay.
Oh, IMAX.
The Boeing IMAX is officially dead. This was Tokyo Slim's Seattle IMAX.
Made
it's
by
like
Boeing?
apparently it's. I think it was because it was one of those.
Did it crash?
Well, it's one of those sick IMAXs that was more like science themed, but they play movies there too.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I
yeah.
love those. Okay.
Quote, "We weren't looking to operate a theater," says theater owner. Okay. Huh. Yes. The only premium IMAX theater of its kind in the state of Washington.
I'm gonna break your phone.
It's fine. You only have one option. So Tokyo Slim now, we are 2 months away from The Odyssey, the first feature film shot 100% entirely in IMAX. Gone. Tokyo Slim is
but
fucked.
did this theater show films, or was it only like
It
The
was
Secret
both.
of Water?
No, it would show films as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and then they were they
that
got
was the
cold
problem.
feet.
They weren't looking
exactly.
to operate a movie theater.
You open up an IMAX, you're like, what are these movies? What is
What
this?
is this?
Yeah, what is this?
Why is this educational video 3 hours long? I don't
insane.
understand.
So, my heart's out. To
Tokyo
you.
Slim is a person.
Yeah,
Chat.
my heart's out to you, Mr. Slim.
He told me his real name, and I yelled, "Don't say it!"
Don't say it.
But he said it anyway, and
No.
I was like, "Fuck!"
I don't want to know it.
So now I know his name.
I don't want to know it.
Don't look at me. I know it. It's in my mind. It's screaming it in my mind right now.
What just popped in there?
What did you do, Ray?
Mr. Slim, you know you can meet me in SoCal. We have 10 IMAXs. We have an embarrassment of riches.
We had
We have 10 of them.
what was it? The stat when Oppenheimer came out, where there were
Yeah.
11 theaters in America
Yeah.
or the world?
Yeah, the
That-
world.
there were 11
it's like
theaters.
20. It's like 20 something.
There
Total.
were 20 theaters in the entire world up to Nolan's exacting standards, and
Yeah.
3 of them were in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So
I saw it at one of them.
Yeah.
The
So we have
Groundlings,
it.
baby.
So we have it. So come on down. You're the next contestant on the
Come on
IMAX.
down.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Just come on down for a movie.
Tokyo Slim, yeah.
Hey,
just
the Odyssey
hop in the
is an
car.
event. I would honestly, no, for real. I would cross state lines to see the Odyssey in
Will
the
you
intended
host
format.
Tokyo Slim at your house?
My house is not up to IMAX standards. So,
Good answer.
yeah.
Good
yeah.
answer.
But the theater that I go to is 10 minutes away. So you can sleep on my couch.
Sleep in the theater.
Please.
Sleep in those
Just
heated
crawl behind
seats.
the IMAX screen after
Yes.
the show is over.
Sleep on the platter and rotate like a chicken on a spit.
All right, we have a shorty tonight, everybody, because
Who told you?
Because we have not been gaming. We're in kind of just a little.
I've been doing the sweatiest
We've-
gaming.
we've
I've been
been gaming,
endgame,
just gaming we
endgame
can't talk
Diablo.
about
Yeah, and gaming we can't. Talk
gaming we can't talk about, and gaming we've already talked about. We're
Yeah.
kind of in that middle ground, if you will.
We're in
until
the
next
we're in the
week.
doldrums before the insanity of SGF
Yes.
right now. But it's going to be a hell of a podcast.
It is going to be. We have a couple news stories today. We're going to talk about the Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Always a good day when you talk about fucking Lord of the Rings.
Is it a good
What
day when you're
can
talking
men
about...
do against such reckless hate?
I ask myself that every day.
Top 3 movie line of all time.
It's up there.
That's it. That's
Ride
it.
out with me. That's a good
Ride out.
one. One last time, dude. Look to the east, bro. These are all just Lord of the Rings.
Better quotes in that trilogy.
I am no man. That's a good
Incredible.
one.
You bow for no one?
Oh my
come
God.
on here.
Niagara Falls, Frankie Angel.
What does Boromir say? He's like,
We're beginning
I
to
am no
understand
thief.
each other. Oh, that's the other one.
my something, my king. When he acknowledges him as the king.
Oh,
Boromir,
yeah.
when he's like dying.
Oh, he's lying there.
Dude.
Yeah, I would have followed you to
Yes.
my liege, my king, or
My
whatever.
king, dude. It's so epic.
I love later when Faramir says to Frodo Baggins, he says, I think finally we're beginning to understand each other, Frodo Baggins.
Yes.
Or
Like the way he says it is so
that shit. It depends on the manner of which you return. Think fondly of me, Father. Should I
Think
return?
fondly.
It depends on the manner of your return.
Such an asshole.
What a dick, dude.
Such an asshole.
He's so good in Fringe. I saw him at a restaurant once.
He's so good in Arkham Knight as Scarecrow.
Huh?
He's Scarecrow.
In the game?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know. What's his name? What's his name? John Noble?
Yes. Jonathan Noble.
We
yes.
got there.
Got there. What a pull. Well done. Good stuff. We're going to be talking about Lord of the Rings and other games. We're going to be talking directly to Damiani about Sony no longer having games on PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damiani's upset about this.
Oh, okay.
I just made that up right now. I don't know if you're upset. We're gonna find out.
Find out
yeah.
Damiani's opinion on that.
And then we got a couple rapid fires. End of a couple eras. End of in era, if you will. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be fun. So, with that being said, let's dive right in to a Daniel Bloodworth staple. Embracer Group.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah. Embracer Group will spin off Fellowship Entertainment into a new company. IPs under the group include Darksiders. Love it so much. I love Darksiders. Dead Island, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Metro, Remnant, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, Tomb Raider, and many more.
Did you get the
All the
second
best
part
games.
of this news because of this?
That Sophia just
Yeah,
sent
that Sophia
us.
sent that?
Yes. It's right here. It's right here.
Because you were saying that you love Lord of the Rings news, but I'm
Yes.
like, do you love Lord of the Rings being like we must exploit the Lord of the Rings franchise news? Because that's what this is.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
They won. They wanted to exploit them.
I will say, and these are hot takes, I will still say that I am a defender of the Hobbit films, especially Desolation of Smaug. I think it is absolutely an actual 10 out of 10 fucking movie. I will
That's
fall
the
on that
best
hill.
of the three.
And Rings of Power. I don't care.
I like
love
Rings
it.
of Power.
I
like Rings of Power.
I love Rings of Power.
Like, is it perfect? No, but
No.
what is?
It's so fun, though. I just love it. So Embracer Group announces this intention to spin off Fellowship Entertainment on NASDAQ Stockholm. So we're getting into shareholder bullshit. Bear with me, okay? The board of directors of Embracer Group announces the intention to separate the group into two publicly listed companies through the spin-off of Fellowship Entertainment, with a listing on NASDAQ Stockholm planned for calendar year 2027. The main rationale is to further increase management focus to capture the full potential of the high-quality assets in the group and accelerate value creation.
Hell yeah.
Let's accelerate
for the
it.
shareholders.
You have
Right?
to accelerate value creation to get across those economic headwinds. That's just how you do it.
And then just a couple bullet points here. Fellowship Entertainment, an IP-led entertainment company built around game development, publishing, and a licensing focus as the stewards.
Oh,
That's a Lord of the Rings word.
Steward
I
of
mean,
Gondor.
That's where I learned the word, I should say.
He's the steward of Gondor.
As the stewards of the Lord of the Rings, Tomb Raider, and many other great IPs, net sales of 4.4 million on an illustrative historical...
Million?
Yeah. 4,000 393 million. So that's 4 billion. I don't know why they
What?
listed it like that.
Wait,
4,000 million.
This is like damage numbers in Diablo.
I know. It's 4 billion.
Is that
Yeah, because 1,000 million is a billion.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So why not write 4
I
billion?
know. This could be like a European, because we're talking about Stockholm, so I think it's a European way to
Yeah.
maybe list it.
That's like in Diablo when damage numbers are listed as like 7,000K.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, isn't that 7 million?
Exactly.
They don't do that in 4. They did that in 3.
So this is the
I'll
last thing
get
I'm going to
so
say,
confused.
and then we're going to dive right in. The background and strategic rationale. This is from the Corpos, talking about, as Isla alluded to, exploiting the brands. Background and strategic rationale. 3 bullet points. Increase management focus to capture the full potential of the valuable or strategic assets and IPs within the group.
I like that valuable and strategic are separated.
I know, right?
Some of the assets are not valuable,
Yeah.
but they're strategic.
Enable Fellowship Entertainment to accelerate the formation of a group of world-class studios with leading publishing and licensing capabilities, and allow Embracer more flexibility to pursue a creative but opportunistic bolt-on M&A, which I don't even understand the corpo speak, especially to strengthen its already successful and sizable niches in, for example, mobile distribution, retro films, remakes, and remasters.
Woohoo!
Wow, okay, let's dive into this. How are we feeling about...
You got to see that thing Sophia sent too, because that's a part of this.
Yes, open world Lord of the Rings RPG and new Kingdom Come game confirmed in development at Warhorse. So,
They're already starting the engines on this.
yes, Kingdom Come, a somewhat divisive games for a bunch of reasons, but they are top quality. I feel like they could make a good Lord of the Rings game because
Mergers
they
and
know.
acquisitions.
Yeah, they. Oh, okay. there you
M&A.
go. Yeah. So how are we feeling today about all of this news with Embracer exploiting franchises? Are we going to be full pessimists about this? Is this bad? At the same time, silver lining, devil's advocate, we're getting a new Lord of the Rings game. Isn't that good? Where are we feeling? How we doing?
I don't give a shit. Like, cool, great. Like, Lord of the Rings is one of those things where it's like that dead horse has been sold off and chopped into pieces and acquired and
Sold for
merged.
parts.
It's been parted out so many times, and like, you know, it almost is immaterial
Yeah.
who owns it anymore. And like,
That's true. That's a good take. It doesn't even matter who owns it.
well, I mean, it does in that they will exploit it differently.
Yeah.
And like,
They will exploit
I-
it differently. Write that down.
I think that it's telling that, you know, some of the biggest, you know, people and big companies and corporations and conglomerates in the world own pieces of this pie, because obviously Lord of the Rings is a huge recognizable brand, and they
I would
want
say it
to
was.
exploit it.
I'd say it's the number one fantasy IP of all time. Lord of the Rings,
Yeah,
the top of the mountain.
yeah, that and Star Wars are like the biggest.
Yeah.
But like the crucial thing to remember about Lord of the Rings is that what put it on the map originally is beautiful creative vision by brilliant creators like
Yeah,
J.R.R.
Fellowship of the
Tolkien,
Ring.
obviously, and then Peter Jackson. Like, they had this meticulous attention to detail. For the films, they had this glorious team, you know, with Weta and everybody involved. Like, you know, and like, this is true, I guess, of anything, but Lord of the Rings especially is like, it needs big money, obviously,
Yeah.
to attain the levels of grandeur that are necessary to tell these stories.
Totally.
But what it really needs most of all is, to use a Lord of the Rings term, a steward that will give it that amount of finesse and attention to detail and like creative genius.
Yeah.
And like, That's the element I worry about.
Yeah.
So it's less who owns it, it's less who's paying the checks, because New Line Cinema, right? They were on the verge of bankruptcy when Peter Jackson brought Lord of the Rings, and like there was a whole thing with Miramax and all that, and like assholes and whatever. But like, you know, it was shepherded through these storms and weathered all of that to create some of the best fantasy movies ever made.
Ever.
And then New Line still went out of business in various ways. You
Crazy.
know?
Even with Turtles and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And it's just like, you know, so just this is the thing I worry about with the Money Men, right? Is that just owning it isn't enough. You need someone to helm this massive fleet of ships.
Yeah.
You know, to steer it correctly and to be creative and to honor it. And like, you know, as far as it seems like the people making the Rings of Power over at Amazon, like they do try.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't appreciate a lot of
love
what they're
Rings of
doing, but like,
Power.
yeah, and I like it as well.
So
and like
much.
with the Kingdom Come guys making a game, you know, like I worry that they'll fall into similar traps that, you know, kind of whitewashing and whatever, like that kind of stuff could happen. And like, obviously Lord of the Rings, historically pretty white, which Rings of Power, again, was a kind of trying to address a little bit, which
Yeah.
is something I really appreciate about it.
The elf is my favorite character in
he's
that
great.
whole
Yeah.
fucking show.
And like, you know, so it's just like, I worry that we'll hold on to the wrong things from the past kind of when it comes to Lord of the Rings. But I just think that, yeah, if you have the right person doing the creative, it'll be great. And like where the money comes from doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But that said, the money people pick who runs it. So
true.
And Embracer hasn't had a incredible track record lately of things
Yes.
being run super well.
See Daniel Bloodworth is the note there. Yes. Damiani, how are you feeling about this? Are you gonna think about this at all in the next year at all, or are you just kind of a wait and see approach here?
And not until they show something off when it comes to the new Lord of the Rings game. They're talking about, just skeptical because, you know, everything that's gone down, as you said, with Embracer in the past, you know, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know how long. It feels like it's been sooner, but it's probably been longer at this point with all like the reverse from being, you got embraced. Congratulations to
Feel the embrace.
Feel the embrace. Nah, not so
That
much.
hug started getting a little too tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, to reference something in Project Hail Mary, how long do you do this for? You know the moment. Is it over? Not yet.
I love
Which
it.
I finally saw, which was an amazing movie.
yeah,
I
it is.
loved it.
10 out of 10.
I mean, not saying it can't turn out great. Specifically about the Lord of the Rings game they have in development, but I mean, if it's the one that they're gonna like bank the most on, probably it probably has like the best chance, honestly, of any of their other projects. Probably like next in line to be like Kingdom Come Deliverance, the next one they're making,
3,
since how well 2 was received and how well it did, you know, financially. But I mean, they mentioned a bunch of other IPs in there that I think people will be excited that they're still acknowledging them, and they're, you know, all the concerns with everything that was going on. Are they still going to be actively in development? Are they still even going to be actively considered? And who knows, you know, if they're gonna, you know, it sounds like a little bit more reason for optimism now.
Yeah,
like Darksiders was mentioned. It's like,
love
like
Darksiders.
Maybe there's a new Darksiders coming, and you know, other usual suspects, but. I don't know. Like it would be nice if this turned out turned out well for these games, and you know, we do have like a nice kind of like silver, you know, kind of like bittersweet ending or outcome to everything we've seen in the last few years from the horror stories from Embracer. Yeah,
It's funny. It's funny to me that like, I mean, like, and obviously it's their biggest property, so it's like whatever. It's funny that the company is very distinctly named after one of the properties, you know, and not the others. Fellowship, you know?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, welcome to LordOfTheRings.com.
Yeah.
We also handle Darksiders. It's just like, okay.
Love Darksiders. Don, resident Hobbit defender and Tomb Raider enthusiast, how you feeling about all this news?
I mean, I guess overall I'm feeling okay. It reminds me of, obviously, with the size of the thing and everything, the Star Wars Disney kind of thing when it's like, okay,
Right.
watershed moment where it's like we were getting Star Wars stuff before then, but now it's just going to be a deluge of like all this different stuff. And so I don't know. I'm fine with that actually because it's like a lot of the Star Wars stuff. Some of the series have been cool, and like a few of the movies I really like, especially, and like you know, there's been some like good and bad, but there's been a lot of it. And overall, I would say like I'm happy they did it rather than just whatever sit on this giant thing and we only get trickle out stuff. Like overall, I think we're gonna get a few great things out of this thing at least. Whatever.
Bring George Lucas back for Star Wars 10, Episode 10. George Lucas,
That would be
bring it back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be sick?
Well, what you want is George Lucas with some ideas. And then someone else directing it.
Sure. Collaboration.
Yeah,
all right.
So, you know, I'm feeling fine about it. I'm kind of excited. I love The Hobbit, like you said, and stuff like that. So I'm a forgiving audience or whatever.
Give me the bottle can. Let's go. Shit.
You had the angle
hit
just
it.
a little low.
Yeah, I hit the can this time.
Before we move on, Don, what is your pie in the sky #1 dream for a new Tomb Raider game?
Oh, jeez.
What do you want to see? What do you do?
I don't know. I loved Rise of Tomb Raider so much.
Yeah.
And I don't know how else. I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about like messing with the formula so much other than like if they could just do something like that again.
Do you lean into Uncharted or Zelda? Which one?
I think I personally, from where it's at now, I would stick with leaning in towards Uncharted as it sort of is. I mean, like I said, I think Rise had a great balance of like dungeon type stuff, puzzle stuff, but then the action was like, Uncharted, like true set piece action stuff, and they had some like relentless action in it too. Yeah. So I think overall, that's what Tomb Raider has always been closer to than Zelda. So I would keep that, you know, the RPG stuff just like medium to light and keep it action heavy and stuff like that. But I mean, they have fabulous puzzles. Like the set piece puzzles in Rise were just like fabulous, you know, just.
Yeah.
Don, I saw a video the other day of, and I don't remember what it's called, sorry, but there's like, it's like a community mod or something. But it takes levels from 1, 2, and 3. I think there are like 11 total levels, reimagines them as a side scroller, like a 2D side scroller.
Oh, that's funny.
But it keeps the same kind of like tank controls, and like she can't just turn on the spot to like turn around. So you have to like, if you jump back, it's like a tile's width, like in the main game.
Yeah.
It looked very interesting.
I want to check that out. That does sound interesting.
Lastly, didn't mention Deus Ex. That's also part of this. Apart from the largest IPs, we will more actively be exploring external partnership around our roster of other well-known IPs. Yeah, Deus Ex is in the other category now, apparently. Fun. Saints Row, Legacy of Kain, Deus Ex, Red Faction, The Mask. Like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's. It just says The Mask.
Smoking?
The Mask.
There's always time.
Was there ever a Mask game?
Clearly
on like Genesis or SNES. Thief, Time Slitters, amongst many more. Yeah, I mean, I believe in my heart and soul that Deus Ex should be a pillar of the video game industry forever. There should always be a fucking new Deus Ex game, like always. So we'll see how that.
Which Deus Ex is the best?
Original.
Okay.
100% the original. And then there was Invisible War, which is a little rough. We're a little hard on it, but it is the weakest one. Then there was the reboot, Human Evolution, 10 out of 10.
Right.
Also.
Okay.
And then there was Mankind Divided, which should have been even better, but they ran out of money.
I was gonna say that's the one that like didn't get finished, right?
They ran out of money. They tried to do some online stuff. It's a total Phantom Pain situation. Yeah. Yes. where it's like this.
60% of a video game.
Yes, where it's like this could have been a legendary masterpiece.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy. What's the best immersive sim of all time?
I think the original Deus Ex.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The best. It's a good question, though.
There
Deus
are
Ex.
a lot of
Yeah.
what I like about the immersive sim subgenre is like there are some sneaky entries. Like sometimes you're playing a game and you're like, this is kind of an immersive sim.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I can go into that vent.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
We love Event.
We love a vent.
We love Event. Alrighty. Time will tell what Embracer does. Next up, Sony pulls back from PlayStation games on PC.
Didn't they do this already?
So, now it is like
Rumored, they confirmed.
Yeah, now it's confirmed. We talked about this a few months back that they were going to do this. Now it's a 100% confirmed. This is, of course, from Bloomberg, Mr. Jason Schreier, top 10 most reputable sources, of course. The video game publisher no longer plans to put out PC ports of PlayStation games such as Ghost of Yotei. Sony Group no longer plans to release its big PS5 games on PC, returning to console exclusivity after 6 years of multi-platform releases. Online games will still be released across multiple platforms, but single-player titles such as Ghost of Yotei and Saros will remain exclusive to PS5. The shift in strategy may be due to recent PlayStation games not selling well on PC and concerns that releasing games on PC risks damaging the console's brand and hurting sales of the PS5. See Microsoft Xbox.
Right. So they're still releasing multiplayer games, though.
Yes.
Because that was rumored. I remember that. And yeah, okay. I think that makes sense.
So like Marathon
Right.
And upcoming Marvel Token will be on PC as well.
Because it's just like you're sapping your potential player base.
Damiani, I know Isla is as well, but Damiani, you always strike me as a PC enthusiast. How do you feel about this news? What is your reaction as he rolls his eyes for everybody listening?
That was definitely rolling my eyes like that. That's me looking up and like when I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I do that when I think, by the way. It was not rolling my eyes in terms of like, what is this question?
Get it straight, Huber.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we gotta describe it for they
Yeah.
have no idea. They
Exactly.
Don't see this, right?
Give them the context.
We gotta give them
The audio description.
Yes, perfect. I mean, it's like mixed feelings because obviously I'd like an ideal world where all these games were coming to PC, period. And they would sell well because I think it would be better for sales for these games in a time where studios are under constant threat of being closed, no matter if their games are well received and and are award winning. It doesn't matter if they don't like meet sales or exceed sales expectations. You can't just meet anymore. You got to exceed sales expectations. So this is my hope is that this is backed up by Sony executives putting more faith in their studios in terms of that, okay, the power of the first-party software lineup for single-player focused games is drive people to our hardware and hardware sales. And so that should be like the leading like measurement. So if the games don't hit those sales expectations anymore because they're being constricted to being only on PlayStation hardware, then and they could have potentially have achieved that if they were on like PC. Please keep that in mind and don't freaking like your first reaction is shut down that studio or dissolve them or move them on to other things. This sounds like this is exactly what like Nintendo does. Like they put their stuff on PC because of this. They want you to buy their hardware. This is their ecosystem. This is their bread and butter. And Sony was doing it for the longest time too.
Yeah.
They were kind of hand in hand. Microsoft was the first to kind of like buck that trend and stick with it. And that's their thing. I mean, but also I think Microsoft's a little bit more synonymous with PC, kind of naturally. Gonna make sense, right?
Yeah.
So Sony, I think, backpedaling on this isn't too surprising, but also I do wonder with the direction everything's going, if they're gonna like go back again and pull Damiani,
Damiani.
Go right back.
You nailed it. The people close to the story cautioned that things could change in the future due to the unpredictable nature of the video game industry and that Sony's plans are constantly shifting. So they could absolutely go the other way for sure.
I wonder if this, I don't know what's going on inside Sony, like what they're thinking about, other than like this is a step to maybe like they need to boost hardware sales for some reason, and they have some big single player games coming out, like Wolverine.
Wolverine.
That's not
The State of
whoever
Play
said they were
is
coming to PC,
probably
right?
gonna be-
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, so like that, like stuff like that, I think they want to either bolster some of their hardware sales, and we have no idea about the timing of the next PlayStation. You know, with everything that's going on in the world, like even by Sony's own admission, they don't really know the timing exactly. I mean, they do, but they're like it's evolving because of this
Right.
situation. Like this could be something where they're going to shift this way to this stance of having their single player games on PlayStation only for the next like maybe 2 to 3 years, because they're going to be transitioning into like the new PlayStation hardware, the handheld, probably PlayStation 6. They want to get people to early adapt into those. They're probably going to cost a lot. So they're like, man, $1,000 to play 6, but shit, that's the only place to play Uncharted 5 or, you know, whatever, like God of War 3, the new God of War, like real one, and whatever you can think of, you know, their biggest heavy hitters.
Last of Us 3.
Yeah, Last of Us Part 3. It's like, shit, you got to get a PlayStation for that. You cannot play that on PC. I don't know if it would lock up like something like Death Stranding, so that's like in multi, but yeah, I think that's their short-term like kind of like goal right now, maybe would be my best guess. As I said, disappointing because I like the option to play them on PC, but I also have a PlayStation 5 Pro right now, looking like a really smart buy given everything that's going on.
So pumped about it.
Upgrade, I should say. I am fine because I have a PlayStation. I think the question will become if this policy carries into the launch of PlayStation 6 and whatever that is, the handheld, the new console, whatever it is, and they're still obviously sticking that policy. Ask me how I feel then when they reveal the price of that hardware, and I'm like, oh my God, like what the hell's going on?
Do you think, Damiani, that this confirmation, because it comes on the heels of the price hike for the hardware, like, and it's kind of interesting to be like, the hardware costs more, and it's the only place you can get it.
Yeah.
Like, because there's one school of thought would be like, we're gonna make up for the loss of sales of our more expensive hardware and trying to get more people to buy our games on PC. Like that would be one way to do it, but they're doing it the other way where they're like, no, we're going to force you to buy this more expensive box. It's interesting.
This is, I that's very true. I mean, if it backfires and they see people just, you know, they're not buying new PlayStations and sales of their first party single player games are going down, that's going to probably send them a little bit into like, at some point, there's going to be a boiling point. They're like, crap, we need to backtrack on this. We need to get it. But as you said, some of the PC sales for these games weren't that impressive, though. But I think if hardware keeps getting more and more expensive and people already have PCs that can run this and maybe they like don't want to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro or a PlayStation 6, but they see they can play it on their current PC, I don't know. Like, you still need a pretty good computer to run some of these first-party Sony titles for PlayStation 5. So, it's kind of interesting because I gotta imagine, as expensive as PlayStation 6 will probably be, it's still going to be way cheaper than most computers you're going to be, like, people are going to want to, like, get at that point. So,
well, and also chat just pointed out something, too, that, like, for PlayStation, selling on PC also means rev sharing with Valve. You're losing 30% or whatever it is to Steam, whereas Xbox has their Xbox app on the computer, so like they don't have to share the revenue with everyone. Like they can still put it on Steam and all that, but like there are avenues to just get it directly, which I'm not sure if Sony had. I've never bought a Sony game on PC not on Steam.
Yeah,
same.
So
my true hope is that like even adopting this going back to their original policy of for single player games that they're PlayStation exclusive, maybe at some point they will bend a little bit and have like staggered release where it will be on PlayStation exclusive for like a year. And then, like, I was happy when they were like doing that when it wasn't day and it was like that staggered. That's fine because it's like something that I knew would like maybe run a little bit better on like PC, or I wanted to do like I wanted to mess around with it in ways that you can't do on like a console usually. That would be an incentive, but like there's not enough of that. I feel like for someone like me, I do feel like for some PC enthusiasts though, that's like what they're all about. So I do think they're going to lament this decision because
Lament
now
of
they're-
innocence.
confirmation, new Castlevania coming. They're going to be disappointed that they have to like play on, PlayStation hardware again, especially if they don't own it.
Do you think like there's a like a third kind of wrinkle to this that they could do where it's like if ever, and this never really happens, but like if ever a first party PlayStation game came out and didn't meet expectations, then we could see that going to PC just to try to bolster the sales
that's funny,
after the
that's
fact.
funny.
Like this
Yeah.
game kind of failed.
Wolverine
Let's see
comes
how it
out
does on
somehow,
Steam.
yeah.
Yeah,
But like
that's-
no
yeah.
first party Sony game ever doesn't sell hotcakes.
Yeah.
It seems like
That's
that.
very true.
Like
and
I
they
can't
stay
think
like
of one that didn't
yeah.
sell well, but
Maybe
Spider-Man
the Order
constantly comes back
1886
to
because of the goddamn
charts.
witch hunt.
oh my god, that was
Yeah. Well, you just said, yeah, Spider-Man's constantly coming back to the charts, and Circana, we see it like every so often. It's like back in the top 20. I'm sure Wolverine will be that. I think a lot of these studios are taking less risk and betting on safer known quantities. So I think a lot of their first party lineup going forward, they're especially the ones that have AAA budget, are going to be like the heaviest hitters that the ones we just talked about, like all of those. are gonna be-
Intergalactic.
right.
Like that's
That
from
one, I
Naughty
wonder.
Dog,
Coming up.
and like that's also still like I mean it's sci-fi, and I think sci-fi does have like resonates pretty well in the with video game enthusiast. I feel like it's something that like doesn't have like a sometimes in other mediums it has like a stigma, like sci-fi movies like can never do as well as other things, blah blah blah, which is all nonsense anyway. But I honestly, it's a new IP though. It's not like what you would expect a sequel.
with a woman of color with
Exactly.
short hair in it that people
Yeah,
got real
so-
mad about.
And Resident Evil
That-
5 is the highest selling Resident Evil game of all time. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily the best Resident Evil game ever made, but it's the whole sequel vibe versus a new IP.
Plus, I wonder if that was because it was co-op too.
Yeah, and it came off of 4.
Sony
That's like
also-
like the Avatar highest selling
Cameron
movie of
ever?
all time.
Yeah.
Thing where it's like the ticket prices were higher.
Yeah, sure, sure.
3D
Yeah.
3D feed.
I do feel like it would be nice also to help for people who are either looking to get a PlayStation or people who already have a PlayStation but were excited about playing on PC. If Sony could somehow like find a way to like shorten development times to get more of their first party games out like in a year, it does feel like we're waiting so long in between. Oh, someone in chat just said that too. Yep, it does feel like we're waiting too long between releases for some of their biggest games.
I just read a take that they're like exploring their old IPs finally, like Resistance and Infamous
them.
and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Well,
I don't understand when you release a game like once every 2 years, just fucking remaster an old one.
well, I think they need
Like
to.
shit out Killzone remaster, shit out Infamous remaster.
right.
Like what
Yeah,
are
they're
you
not that
doing?
easy.
Well, it's not. Remasters are probably not that easy, but like they need to. Sony needs to take or could take a more like a Capcom approach where they have their big tent poles, they have their Last of Us and their Uncharted's or whatever that come out every 4 or 5 years, but then they have the smaller scale like. Still AAA, but
Yeah.
like smaller ask
Remember, like-
games that come out every year.
Do you remember Ratchet and Clank
Yeah.
Quest for Booty? A freaking 5-hour downloadable only Ratchet and Clank game. Like
Yeah.
we had no idea how lucky we were. Just
Like,
like,
I
give us those little things. Like, but
I almost
we always talk
see-
about how budgets are insane. To make a
Yeah.
Quest for Booty 5-hour downloadable
Yeah.
game now, I imagine the people are just gonna, or the company's just gonna be like, we might as well just make a full.
How long
game.
was Astrobot in development? Do we know that? Because like that studio, like they put out quality, like reasonable scale stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it was in development for.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, also a smart thing it does, it reuses a lot of assets, which
Right.
is like, hopefully, not just Sony, but a lot of developers are like seriously looking into doing that in order to get like games out faster, especially.
Yeah.
Take a
people are
page
gonna
out of the
be-
Vampire Survivors
Yeah.
universe. Just like
Just-
asset flip your own asset flips.
Yes.
Says Astrobot
spend the
was about
time-
3 years.
Like okay,
years.
yeah, 3 years.
Okay, thank you, Don. Yeah, spend the time to make like a new Ratchet and Clank or. Do they own Sly Cooper? I forget if that's third. I can't even remember what's third party.
They
for
do
Sony
own-
I think
anymore.
they do.
Like make something like those like old Resistance, the Killzone. Make a new one that's maybe not AAA budget, or if you do spend a lot of budget, but then like make sequels that are iterative on that to, get like, have like a new release like every other year, if that's possible, rather than, really going too deep into like making like, oh, we're reinventing this game based on your feedback. Also, those resistant kills would obviously need like probably multiplayer, but not every game needs multiplayer anymore. Or you just have a simple multiplayer mode. You don't need to do this like live service attachment to every game anymore, especially those.
Speaking of
the most crucial step to any of this for Sony is that if you have a really good, well-respected second-party developer that could fill in these gaps in your slate and make amazing games for you, and amazing remakes. You're going to want to make sure you shut that down. You're going to want to make sure that you kill Blue Point dead.
I see where you're going. Fuck. Speaking of live service games, it is the end of an era, y'all.
This is nuts.
It is the end of an era. Destiny 2 is getting its last content update next month.
Soon.
Bungie issued the following statement on social media today. For almost 12 years, we have had the joy, and I want to read this whole thing. This is from them. This is an Evan era fucking Destiny memories, core video game memories.
Yeah.
100%. For almost 12 years, we have had the joy and honor to explore the Destiny universe with you all. Through all the ups and downs, surprises and triumphs, building Destiny alongside our players has been a monumental privilege. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it has become clear that after the final shape, 10 out of 10, we have reached the time for our shared worlds and Destiny to live beyond Destiny 2.
Whoa.
As our focus turns towards a new beginning for Bungie, we will begin work incubating our next games. To that end, on June 9th, 2026, I repeat, June 9th, 2026, we will release the final live service content update for Destiny 2 to begin that new journey as a studio. Though active development may be concluding, we will ensure that Destiny 2 remains playable, just as the original Destiny is today. Many changes in this final update will aim to ensure that Destiny 2 is a welcoming place for players to return to. We're proud of Destiny 2, the places it took us, and the legacy it has created. Because of you all, our universe is vast, built on years of shared stories, adventures, and victories. From the Cosmodrome to the Pale Heart to the Lawless Frontier, we have forged lifelong memories and friendships with you all. We are incredibly grateful to everyone who made that journey with us. From the deepest part of our hearts, thank you, and we'll see you in the stars. Full body chills. Full body chills. Destiny. End of an era. I mean, there's not much to say about it other than
It's
like they said. I'm glad they addressed it through ups and downs. I mean, this is a ravenous fan base that almost seemed like they could never be pleased with what Destiny was doing. There were little small pockets of times when the fan base and the casual visitors, mostly like myself, I fall somewhere in between that.
Yeah.
There were little small moments when everyone was pumped. Those were the best times. And just yeah. Does anybody have a Destiny fun moment before we move on, honestly? The raids, of course, the raids that we streamed, the raids with just EZA fans. I want to give a special shout out to Hedgie. One of my boys, Hedgie. I feel like Screaming Argonaut also. Maybe I'm making that up.
I mean, anytime I would jump back into Destiny and like just seeing that the Easy Allies clan or whatever was like still trucking, still
Iconic.
had like everything unlocked. I would just walk in there and get like items.
So iconic.
I'm like, okay, sick, dude.
Yep.
Like
going to the clan leader up there, getting your engrams. Yeah.
I played a lot of Destiny. I fell off it after the Lightbringers or whatever that we paid $50.
$50? Yes, iconic.
We bought that. I played it literally the one day.
$50.
And then I've never played Destiny 2 again.
Jesus.
But like Destiny 2, Lightfall, thank you.
Lightfall.
Destiny 2 it just feels so good to pop their little heads off with a scout rifle, dude.
God, it does.
Holy
it's
shit.
unbelievable.
Like,
it's
how did they
unbelievable.
do it? I don't understand how they made it feel good.
From the makers of Halo.
So good. Yeah. I mean, combat doth evolve.
Yes.
Was Destiny also the one that had the cave that everyone
Oh,
was
yeah.
The loot cave.
Loot cave, dude.
my
Hell yeah. I exploited the loot cave.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
So good.
Cave of Wonders.
Oh, the loot cave.
God, those are the days though. And like Destiny, when they came out with their 10-year plan and they said that,
Yeah.
I remember
12 years, they just made it.
we were on air and I was like, 10-year plan.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, pretty presumptuous.
Yeah, this is presumptuous.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, they exceeded it. You know, it's like we got
Technically, I guess, because we had
basically-
Destiny
yeah.
2, but yeah.
But like
I'll count
that
it.
was part of the plan was to like and like so from that perspective, we got 2 free years.
Yeah.
It's not ending. We
Yeah.
got 2 years of afterlife. If you look at it that way.
I love that.
It's funny though because it's like I wonder what's happening with Bungie after this because it's like Marathon didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of
But
people
it's
like
it's
it.
trucking on.
Yeah, and it's just so
Yeah.
intense.
They actually, like 3 weeks ago, I just saw something where they're actually experimenting with a PvE only mode.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it just
Just a rumor.
feels like an interesting swing because
Yeah.
it's like to me Destiny was so cool
It's
and
so
like
perfect
there
because
there was a huge amount of time where I was so into that world and obviously like making a huge PvE experience with a big narrative is
Yeah.
a very different beast than making a repeatable extraction shooter
Yeah.
that's PvP only. Obviously those are 2 very different animals, but like it was kind of disappointing for me personally having loved the PvE elements of Destiny and not
Sure.
so much the PvP elements.
Sure.
That their new game was PvP
just-
only.
yeah.
Because I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not for me. Like, I wasn't mad about it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, well, it's not for me.
it's
but
like, oh, that's over here.
Yeah.
I'm over here. Totally.
shout out, though, to the theme song of Marathon is really
Incredible.
cool. Like, that soundtrack is really neat.
Yeah. And I just want to give a big shout out to Destiny because that was always my favorite part. And that is why, to me, I would put it on like the top 100 games ever made, is because it was really a game for everyone. And that spits in the face of Miyamoto, right? You make a game for everyone and it's for no one, right?
Yeah.
Destiny to me is actually the gold standard for a video game that was for everybody. You could be the most absolute insane hardcore player and you were raiding, you were PvPing. Like you could be somebody casual that just does not like to engage with other players. And it's like, okay, you just have your little PvE story. There's co-op, like one of the best co-op games ever. And there was hardcore PvP deathmatch. Like it had every type of genre and video game vibe. And it somehow mostly, I know,
I think this was true.
but it was mostly,
This
it
was
mostly
true
worked.
I think this was true when it came out. I think Destiny.
They leaned into different things over the years. Of
it
course.
also was like, even as someone who played like hundreds of hours of Destiny and then tried to come back after a year or 2 off, it was confusing as shit to try to
it's-
jump back into Destiny.
the onboarding.
Yeah, and like, so I think like if you're there consistently or on day one, then it's great.
Yeah.
Like you can take it really sweaty or casual and have a nice time, but like getting back into it.
It was always
pretty
hard to go
crazy.
back in.
Also, Chad is saying apparently, literally right now, Schreier reported that Bungie is planning significant layoffs and Destiny 3 is not in active development.
Yeah, Destiny's done.
It's over.
It's over. Like Destiny is done. It's crazy. Shout out to Bungie. That's really depressing because again, fuck. Jesus. I cannot believe that's happening right now. How many times did we say on this Easy Allies podcast that you can make a pillar of the industry, a 10 out of 10 legendary video game of over a decade, and layoffs still go down? Jeez. All right. That was that. And then a couple quick hitters. Cyclops and the Thing are in Marvel Cosmic Invasion now for $4. $4
Each?
total.
Oh,
$4. Hop on in there.
is that the brawler?
Yes.
Okay, that one's cool.
Yeah, Dawn, I played the shit out of this game. I beat it twice. I'm a Cyclops enthusiast, but I'm not sure it's enough to bring me back in just yet. We need the Mr. X nightmare treatment, don't we?
Yeah, totally. I feel the same way. I love Cosmic Invasion, and I beat the heck out of it.
Yeah.
I love just comboing all the different characters.
Leveling
all
everybody
that fun.
up.
Yeah. So much fun with the big variety of characters. But same, I've got so many other things going with games that like the $4 for those 2 extra characters, like, oh, I'll wait till we get a little bit of content.
Yes.
Which is coming down the pipes.
Yes. So just want to give that a shout out. And then one more shout out. I never even saw 3. I'm behind.
Didn't see it either.
Sonic 4 movie has wrapped production with a release date of March 17th, 2027. Can you believe we're getting Sonic the Hedgehog 4?
You gotta keep pace with Mario, man.
4,
Yeah.
and we all had a Knuckles show spin-off. This is the 4th movie and a show for
Yeah.
Sonic.
Good thing they
And
fixed those
2 new
teeth.
characters.
I think most
for-
people would agree. One of the few franchises that has clearly gotten better with each installment. It almost never happens, but I think it's unanimous that everyone is like, yeah, 2, and then 3. It's like a
Fuck, I need to see
escalating
3.
quality.
I liked 1.
Uh-oh.
Like 2.
Uh-oh, Don. Here we
It's
go.
unanimous. It's unanimous.
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 Oh, it's
Which one did we
unanimous?
do the
Okay,
meetup for?
very
Was that
late.
2?
I'm outrolled.
You didn't like
3 was
Shadow?
fine. 3
What
was
the hell?
fine. I like they're about like the same, honestly.
Wow.
2 and 3.
So
to me.
Sonic
I thought
1
they'd
has
been
a
better.
60, Rotten Tomatoes is law for the internet.
People just need to understand
Sonic
what
1
Rotten Tomatoes means.
Sonic 1 had 64%. Sonic 3 has 86. It's unanimous, Don.
Booyah.
unanimous.
It's unanimous.
What's 3 though?
3 was
That was
86.
And
You
2
skipped
was
2.
Oh.
2's not
He didn't say 2.
Never mind.
here. 2 is also a 69. So 3 is
They
the
did go up.
Yep, 68,
Okay.
69, 86.
Nice.
How about wait, hold.
4 should be fun.
How's the show? If the show
I didn't watch
The
the
show, Knuckles is hold 75.
So it literally.
So it
each one-
literally has kept going up.
So Don is
Don is
right.
absolutely correct and vindicated.
Let's note
yes.
this moment in history.
Wait, Don is right for the first time in
Can we make a
history.
plaque?
Unanimous.
Can we make a plaque?
May
Every single person
21st,
in
Don
history
was right.
has said
Unanimous.
this. Unanimous.
This has never happened before. I don't know how to feel.
Rotten Tomatoes, the only unanimous.
Absolutely unanimous. Shit, I need to see Sonic 3. All right, we got more to come.
Wait,
Mutt
Was Mutt dynamic?
is dynamic.
Was he
Gotta
dynamic?
get the world on board with my mutt tip, and then my work will be done.
We got more to come, and if you've been enjoying the show, please take a second to like and subscribe and ring that bell. It helps everybody stay connected, where we
Ding.
can get hyped on video games and movies and etc. So help us out. And now, a word from our sponsors.
The moments before you start a business are pretty nerve-wracking. There's a lot of what ifs, a lot of doubts, a lot of fear. Are people going to click on this? Are people going to buy this? Are people going to listen to this? Are people going to enjoy this? And especially when you're selling things, merchandise or whatever, it can be very beneficial to not have to handle all the ins and outs of that by yourself, which is why Shopify can really come in handy with that kind of stuff. They can take the worries off your shoulders with expertise and pretty great tools. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of e-commerce in the United States. Companies like Allbirds or Magic Spoon or Heinz or Mattel or Skims, they use it, and brands just getting started. You can get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you to build a beautiful online store that matches your brand's style. And you can get the word out like you have a big marketing team behind you by creating email and social media campaigns easily, wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. Best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. And if people haven't heard of your brand, Shopify helps you find your customers with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. And if you ever get stuck, Shopify is always around to share their advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. So, it is time to turn those what ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/allies. Go to shopify.com/allies. Once again, that is shopify.com/allies. Check it out.
And if you are a patron of Easy Allies, thank you so much. We love you. Alrighty, it is time for my one thing.
Oh God.
I'll go first.
God.
I'll go first, Damiani. I'll give you a second.
Oh
to
no!
catch your breath.
Yeah, I forgot. No. Never. Just go.
Yeah.
Bad context with my reaction. Sorry.
I finished Hearts of Stone the other day. I hadn't finished it since it came out. That was how long ago, actually?
What is that?
Witcher 3 DLC.
Oh,
Hearts of Stone.
Re-
Wow. October 12th, 2015. I have not beat it in 11 years. I just finished it. Big shout out to Olgerd von Everick and Gunter O'Dim, just two 10 out of 10 top tier characters. Absolutely legendary. Absolutely legendary story. Basically, the whole premise is making a deal with the devil.
Ah,
Yeah.
Love
you know,
that.
you make a deal with the devil, you have your wishes, and they're going to have your soul.
hell
So
yeah.
fucking awesome. Blood and Wine is next. 10 out of 10 pumped.
I feel like if you meet the devil,
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do?
Well,
The devil
and-
shows up and says, I am the devil.
right, and you believe the devil, like if you
And
believe
you gamble
them,
with them in Cuphead.
and
Yes,
then, yeah,
Damiani, yes.
But like, if you make a deal with the devil, that is a very short-sighted, and like I know this is the fucking point, but like
Yeah.
that's so short-sighted because it's like, okay, the devil existing and being able to grant your wish means that hell is also real, which
Yeah.
means you're trading a drop in the bucket
For
on a cosmic
eternal
time
damnation.
for eternal damnation.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
unless your deal is I want to reign in hell
But
and enjoy the fire. Like I want to be a Cenobite and have
Yeah.
like the pleasure element. Like
and it's so crazy because if
the
the,
fuck?
if the devil shows up and wants to make a deal and you're like, whoa, haha, I don't believe in the devil. I have the last laugh. But the devil's right in front of you. You're making a
Right.
deal with the devil. So then
You
it
don't-
does exist.
you don't believe, you know.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah. Like, if you make a deal with the devil, but you don't acknowledge that they're real, do you still have to pay the toll?
Well, that's
know
like
what I mean?
that's like the various ways that Constantine has gotten out of scrapes in the comics. Apparently, like one time he sold his soul, and I'm not exactly sure how he pulled this off, but he sold his soul to like 3 different demons at the same time, so they could never
Sick.
agree on. Or was that Sandman? Whatever.
Either way, that is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Obsessed with Constantine smoking cigarettes today.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Fuck Neil Gaiman, obviously.
Yeah. My one thing. Who's got it? What do you got?
Don, you got one?
Real quick, my chili cheeseburger quest.
How'd that go?
It went well. 80th anniversary of Tommy's, famous chili cheeseburger brand. I went out there to beautiful Van Nuys, California. I only had to wait online. The line was stretching 2 blocks. I was a little nervous, but it
Whoa.
actually only took about a half hour to get through it.
Not bad.
Not
They're
like
pros.
that downtown LA one. That one was like
Not like an In-N-Out where it
yeah, over a day.
fucks up traffic
Yeah.
in the entire
It was
area.
delicious. Went down well, and then celebrated the 80th anniversary. Then 2 days later, or no, earlier this week, they were chili cheeseburgers continued to be my one thing because they offered a buy one get one free on the double chili cheeseburger.
Nice. BOGO.
And I went in too much. I ate the chili cheese fries too, which was probably way over the line.
You gotta go chili cheese fries though.
But with the double cheeseburger, oh my gosh!
You
I
have
actually
to.
didn't fully digest everything. I think for probably 15 20 hours.
I know that
It was
feeling.
an interesting
Yeah, you eat too
24
much.
hours, but I do it again next year. I'll do it again next year. Thanks,
It
Tommy.
was an interesting 24
I'll
hours.
do it again next year.
24 hours.
They don't
Jesus.
seem to have turkey burgers. I'm looking
No,
on their
I don't think they
website right
do.
now.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was nice how they were
bummer for
handling
me.
the line because I was wondering how it was moving so fast. They were only giving you the option, no special orders, no other items on the menu that 80th anniversary day. The only thing you could get was either plain chili and cheese or everything.
That's
it.
actually really jolly.
very
That's
smart.
the smart way to do it.
It was jolly as
Alright.
hell.
I
got
love
a
that.
T-shirt I bought a chili cheeseburger T-shirt.
Shack on
Hell yeah.
Wheels. They have a truck version, and it's called
Oh, remember
Shack
that used
on
to come to
Wheels.
Viacom. Remember we'd have the
yeah.
Burger Bash. They'd send an In-N-Out truck and the Tommy's truck, and like no one would go to the Tommy's truck. It was all In-N-Out.
Do you remember India Jones food truck
Yeah.
outside game trailers? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I
miss
remember
it so
every
much.
time they would have a Burger Bash, I would always get so mad because I was like, just pay us more. Like, stop doing these corporate write-offs.
Yeah.
Like, just pay us all more.
yeah.
Fuck you about your Burger Bash.
Yeah.
Corporate America
We don't
can
want it.
stuff it.
Yeah,
I
we don't
love
want
those
your
burger
burger
bashes.
bash. What do you got, Isla?
Oh, I have a prop.
You have props?
Props.
Well, it's
Wow.
not really a prop. It is my one thing. I
Props?
was showing this to Don earlier. So yeah, this is called From Instruments by Brass, B-R-A-S, from
This
France.
fucking girl comes in here with the most insane musical instruments you've never heard of.
And I never learned how to play any of them.
From hammer dulcimer to what?
This is a bass clarinet.
I love a bass
But
clarinet.
yeah, I
This
know,
does not look like a
this
bass
is not-
clarinet.
No, I know. So for listeners, it was 3D printed. So we have 3D printed segments held together by white PVC, and this is just a vinyl glove piece held in by this red rectangle up here, and that's the like vibrating membrane. So it's a membrane instrument. It vibrates this membrane. Yeah, right. Hey,
Is
ladies,
it alive?
It's alive. Is someone knocking at the door?
Someone's like hammering something.
Yeah.
It sounds scary. Anyway, so you're gonna love the sound of this thing. But like,
Please,
if you look
please,
for
help us out.
viewers and listeners, you can see these like crazy shapes, and this is because inside here is this big 3D printed tube that goes back and forth. So it's actually like if this were stretched out, it would be really long. And the reason that it's like
Yeah, bass clarinets are long.
the reason that it's asymmetrical is that these tubes would actually have to be like different distances apart. So yeah, here's
You
what it's.
have to play something.
Here's what it sounds like. I don't know
Please.
how to play it,
Okay.
but here we go. Sounds pretty legit.
That
right?
sounds great.
And like that's not knowing what I'm doing.
That sounds great.
Due to your filters, I heard none of that.
It sounds really good. Actually,
Yeah.
that is
Reactions,
unexpected.
yeah.
Yeah, that is unexpected. God, I love clarinets so much. One of my
good.
favorite sounds on this planet.
Yeah, I really like it.
Oh, Isla, that's so fucking cool. What made you? How did this happen?
I got served an Instagram ad.
Okay, you got algorithm.
yeah.
You got influenced.
Oh, for sure. Instagram ads are like the only ads that'll get me. But like, the guy, it was just the guy who made it, playing it, and it was really low. And I says to
So
myself,
cool.
if this thing is reasonably priced, because it's, you know,
Yeah.
just a bunch of plastic.
Yeah, instruments are expensive. Yeah.
And instruments are expensive, but I was like, I love that bass woodwind sound, and it sounds pretty legit
sounds
to
good.
a reed instrument.
I'm pretty blown away by it, actually. Wow.
Yeah, and so like the price wasn't outrageous, so I was just like, okay. I did not realize at the time that it was coming from France. So there
the
were
shipping was as much as the cost.
there were a
probably.
little tariff,
Yeah, yeah.
tariff situation. So I had to pay like a fourth of the cost of the instrument just to get it into the country. But yeah, anyway.
So cool, Isla. Holy
was
shit.
fun.
That is so cool. Damn. All right, Damiani. Let's hear it.
All right, my one piece. I'm in Whole Cake Island.
Whole Cake Island. This
our-
sounds like a Mario Party
Big Mom
board.
Pirates. Sanji. Sanji is getting married. Remember last time I told you he's like a Vinsmoke. He's part of this legendary family. They're like Sentai warriors, but they're also like super soldiers, and
Whoa.
like they're also like, you get Sanji's like real, like, I thought there's a more backstory to Sanji, I was saying, but something happened to him even before his like original origin story you got in like in the East Blue. Like, he was like it's bad. He was abused by his family. He's beat up
Whoa.
all the time. They did the Man in the Iron Mask thing where they try and like hide him, so like they faked his death. They faked his death so that like he wouldn't be like, you know, they could like say he was dead. Basically, he was supposed to be a super soldier. The serum they used worked on his siblings, but not him. And he remained human and normal and had emotions. He just wanted to be a chef. He just wanted to cook for his mom and make her happy. And his dad was like, no, I need to be like a soldier. I need like you guys to like become these super soldiers so I can conquer the North Blue and shit and be like all evil and stuff. And like his brothers don't feel emotion. They just like make fun of him apparently because like he's not like them. And it's like, okay, this is like, tragic. So you get the family backstory. He's getting married. It's an arranged marriage. He's marrying this girl named Pudding, who's the daughter of Big Mom, one of the many daughters of Big Mom. She's like all super nice and like all this stuff. And he's like she's a dream girl for Sanji, and Sanji's finally getting married. It's like, wait, this guy's had like no luck with women because he's kind of a bit of a pervert in the show. It's like, oh well, maybe he gets like a little bit of happy ending here. No, red wedding level shit is being planned. Like they must have watched Game of Thrones or read Game of Thrones or shit when they made this arc, because they're like, there's so many betrayal shit being planned in the background. Like the Big Mom pirates are like gonna like take them all, like the Vinsmoke family all out at the thing, but then there's like the Al Capone guy who's planning to take out Big Mom with his own like betrayal shit. That's
so there's like multiple factions.
There's so many there's so much shit going on. I'm like, holy shit, the stakes are high. And Luffy and them, they're there because they want to rescue Sanji. And they want to make a copy of one of the rare poneglyphs, these cubes that lead to a big world mystery. We don't need to really get into that. And they're split up. Only like half the crew is there. The other half went to Wano, the samurai country, and they're not there. So they're not even at full strength. But there's so many twists and turns in this one. I watched a lot of it. I'll give you final thoughts next week because like I feel like I'll finish it by next week because like I just couldn't stop watching this. One small thing to wrap this up: Netflix failed me. I finished an episode with a massive cliffhanger. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to watch the next. Like I'm on episode 849 or 850. I'm in the 800s now. Watch the episode.
800s.
All of a sudden, the next intro, I'm like, what? Is this like a special one-off episode? What is this new opening and shit? It looks so weird. Looked at the episode number, 1086 or something. I'm like, wait, we just jumped from 850 to 1080. They don't have the next 200 episodes on Netflix.
What the hell?
So I had to go to freaking Crunchyroll and subscribe to Crunchyroll they had a special going on for $2. I got access to it.
All right, that's
so now I gotta watch 200 episodes. They're getting the next Whole Cake Island. June is when they're getting the next. They break them into seasons. The next part of Whole Cake Island is coming in June. I'm like, I can't wait that long. Like you're too slow now, Netflix.
Can't wait that long.
So I had to switch over to Crunchyroll because it was the only viable place to pay and watch it. So it's like Netflix let me down. Thankfully, they're not completely horrible.
Damiani, I cannot believe how close you're getting now to being caught
you are
up. This
making
is fucking
great
crazy.
time.
There's like
I am kind of astonished.
God,
there's some like
guy watches
crazy
20 episodes a night every night for 6 months.
Well, they're starting to drop like revelations. Every like 10 episodes, I'm getting like massive revelations.
It's like, dude, I get it, dude. Like Chunin exams hit, all of a sudden you watch 20 episodes of anime in one sitting. Like
they just meander sometimes. Like there's just the forest of like the seductive forest or whatever. It's like a forest of mystery where they get lost. And like they're in there for like how I'm like, okay, this is dumb. Like we're just lost in this forest. Forest of seduction, I think, is the actual translation.
I've been
go there? Yeah, I want to go to the Forest of Seduction.
It's in Nassau.
Pretty sure that's what it's called. But I mean, it's like Mario Forest of Mystery, like Lost Wood shit, where like the trees are alive and they keep moving around to confuse people so they can't escape.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Very good stuff, but it's like, man, stakes, like it just keeps going up and up about like the stakes for shit in this show, and like power level. It's starting to like power level is starting to be like, damn, these villains are starting to get like pretty strong, man. Like even with that fourth gear I told you about at the end of Dressrosa, it's like it did the job for a few of the villains Luffy fought, but like it's not working on some of the ones he's fighting now. So it's like it's almost time for that new power, baby.
New power level.
We need a new power. Definitely need to empower.
What do you got, Don?
This thing is just so sorry.
Don did his, I think.
Yeah, you did all of them.
He did.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, the whole Cake Island, the theme of this, they're just, like, insane with, like, the themes they do for this. Like, I want to give them props for
Tommies.
how wacky and crazy they do for these, like, the themes of all these, like, islands. Like, does not fail to impress me each time.
Guess what I just did? I just canceled my Crunchyroll subscription.
Got him.
Good. Yeah, I got to remember doing mine in 3 months. Yeah, I have up to 3 months to cancel before it goes to the full price.
Get their ass. Alrighty. What's next?
Games.
Games. Not a lot to talk about today. But you're pumped because Don is doubling down.
Don's got 2.
Don's got 2 games, everybody.
Wow.
We get to listen to Don spit about 2 separate video games right now. Don, take us to the promised land.
Of unanimous consent. Or, yeah, right? That was what you
Enthusiastic
said?
consent? What?
Yeah, what was the thing for the Rotten Tomatoes? It was unanimous decision, sorry.
Yeah, very different. It's unanimous.
Sorry. Yeah, unanimous.
But we also like enthusiastic consent.
Yes.
Make sure you're always getting that.
I love
Make sure you're
enthusiastic
always getting
Because
that.
I don't
Hell
consent
yeah.
to Sonic 3 being better than 2.
Don, you're about to talk about R-Type Dimensions 3, and
Yes.
R-Type is absolutely one of my favorites ever.
Hell yeah, Huber, I imagine it would be. I mean, R-Type comes from the late 80s, early 90s, side-scrolling shoot-em-ups. One of the pillars, one of the icons from that time.
No
from
doubt.
Looking glossy.
the golden
Looks
era.
good.
From the golden era. Yeah,
love that
R-Type,
destroyed
started
shit.
in the arcade. This game in particular has a special history for me because I had R-Type 3 on the Final Lightning or whatever on Super Nintendo. That's what it was made for. I think it might have been exclusive actually, and it was awesome back in the day when I was a little kid. This was like one of the few, I was part of my Super Nintendo library. I remember playing the heck out of it, and I was so good at it and all this great stuff, right? So I was like, I can't miss this faithful remake, which is this new R-Type Dimensions 3.
Yeah.
It's the same game, okay, Huber,
It's
that
so
you
weird that
loved.
it's Dimensions 3 and not 3 Dimensions.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
they got to do those clever
You got to
titles.
do, yeah.
The original
Something
release was
happened.
1987 in the arcade for R-Type.
Yeah, R-Type and
Boom.
R-Type
Damn, I was
2 were arcade. They did
Arcade
get some ports
specials,
and
yeah.
stuff, but then I think this one was console exclusive, part 3. And it was sick back in the day. But so yeah, this is the same game. R-Type, okay, all these shooters from that era, a lot of times you can kind of get confused about what was R-Type or what, which one was it. R-Type is the one everyone remembers because you had to the Force ship, I think they call it, the little thing that attaches to the front or the back
Oh, right.
of your ship.
those
Love
things.
Yeah, you can launch it off and you can pull it back anytime. You can command it to come back and reattach to you. It kind of acts as a shield to a lot of, not everything, but a lot of bullets. It'll kind of act like a shield too also. And then you have different powers you can choose for your little Force ship that you can upgrade along the way and everything like that. So that's how it kind of stood out from the crowd on what it would do. And it would do a lot of destructible kind of environmental type of stuff as you saw. So yeah, going back to it now was a trip. My goodness, this game is difficult as hell. I mean, all of these kind of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Humor. Like
No, they're hard.
Yeah,
They're tough.
hard. Most of them are somewhat pattern memorization to the extreme. This one in particular was like, oh my gosh, it is literally like you have to be in the right place at the right time continuously. It doesn't give you second chances, especially since there's a lot of structural stuff you're kind of navigating. Like it's not just ships you're fighting, but there's a lot of infrastructure. You got to fly in and around, maze-like kind of stuff. And you really got to just by replaying the heck out of it, I guess. I don't know how I did it. It was so weird because I was having like decades old memories of like, oh yeah, I remember doing this part, but
Love
like
that.
at the same time I was like, how did I do this? Because in this
Muscle memory.
I was forced to use infinite mode or whatever they call it in this, where you basically can just die and you keep respawning at the exact same spot so you don't have to replay levels. They didn't seem to have a rewind feature in this one, but they do have the infinite mode, which I had to kind of roll with because the difficulty is sadistic on this. There's no doubt, especially as you progress.
Oh, you can swap between the 2D and the 3D.
Yeah, so that's one of the awesome
sick.
features.
Yeah, because this is a
Anytime-
remaster, right?
Yeah, it's a remaster, the exact same game.
They're
just
preserving
new
a
look.
legacy.
And so anytime you go to the classic graphics or the new graphics with the press of a button, they also have this thing called crazy camera, I think they call it, which kind of gives you an angle perspective. The camera kind of shifts. Every once in a while, you see a shot in this trailer
tilt it a little.
where it kind of tilts. Cool. And that one had some weird stuff where like kind of created some pop-in things happening and some other unintended kind of stuff.
That's every time you switch between 2D and 3D?
No, when you're just riding in the crazy cam thing. That's a third option is to use the crazy cam. Yeah. But most of the time, I honestly just stuck with classic graphics. And
I was going to say, how do you feel about the new? It's hard to get a sense of them from a trailer. They look nice.
Overall, I'd compliment them on, like, at first I wasn't 100% sure about the art style and all that. But overall, I would say I kind of liked it. It's definitely, like, really flashy, very bright. Like, they added a lot of, like, particle stuff and everything like that. So sometimes it could be, like, a little overwhelming depending on what the scene was. But, like I said, I pretty much just rode with classic. There's the there's the crazy cam for a second you saw in the footage. So, yeah, that's it. It was fun. Definitely fun to go back to. This is, I would say, if you were a fan of the game or you're just interested in the genre, this one is a classic from the past, so it's worth picking up. And it is tough, though. Like all games from that
Steam
era.
is a little sour on it, but that's mostly just from... nostalgia, just skimming a lot of the reviews. It's like, the original is my favorite game of all time. And, they're a little close to it.
Which is funny, though, because it's like...
I think just jumping in...
the original's still in here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what if you love the original is there. So I don't know, but... I could see, them. This isn't like massively robust on extra features or anything like that. It definitely, from what I saw, didn't have like a lot of unlockable stuff or anything like that and stuff like that. So it's somewhat bare bones, I guess, but it serves its purpose.
They have a very classic brushed metal texture going on in the text here in the trailers, which is
a little bit of a franchise tax. $35.
The price?
This is
$35.
$35.
$35.
Holy
shit. For this game. $35 right now.
Yeah, $35 is
that
way
is
too high.
It's a little pricey.
Absurd.
That's a premium price right there.
That is
pricey.
absurd.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Like,
I could see
sorry.
I could see him marking him down for that.
Sorry. That's why people are mad.
Yeah.
This should be $9.99.
It's a great game, but it should not be.
That is
15.
insane.
I would say 15 would be the absolute max that they should.
Fucking
have for this.
Mina the Hollower is going to be $20, right?
That's a brutal price point.
Fucking
Donna,
Silk Song was $20.
Donna, I will say...
Get over yourself, R-Type.
I will say this is doing its job for me, though, because now immediately I'm going to go play an old R-Type game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to try to play R-Type 1 or 2 or whatever the fuck. I'm going to go track it down. I'm playing R-Type.
Mina's 20 as well.
Yeah, they're widely available.
That's 25. Yeah.
No, it's 20.
Wow.
R-Type classic game from the past, super fun. Yeah, so I had fun with it, but some sections are just brutally unforgiving. It's unreal sometimes. Every once in a while, when I go back to a game like this, and that I could go through as a kid, and it's just like, my God, like they are just so unforgiving. You get all the way through. I forget what it is, the third or fourth stage. It's like this gnarly little maze-like structure. You have to get all the way through. Everything has to be perfect. You have to be in so many right places at the right time. And then you get through the whole thing, Huber, and suddenly it starts scrolling backwards. And you're like, just friggin' shoot me. This is so...
Then you die and you go all the way back.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I just jumped to infinite mode, and I did not feel guilty at all, because I was like... This
for
is
$35,
nasty.
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So there it is.
I love a no guilt. Put it on easy. Let's go. Throw it down.
That's the hilarious thing. Too, I think they only had 2 difficulty modes. The regular one, which is like standard, but they have this additional mode that I think they did make more difficult than the original game.
Wow.
There are a lot of R-Types on the PlayStation Store. I'm going to have a field day this weekend.
I was going to say widely available. Yeah.
You got other things to play.
I am hyped. R-Type's a perfect coffee break game, though.
Aperitif.
It's such a perfect coffee break. You wake up even before you take a shower and you get a run in.
Go on a run.
Amazing.
It's not gonna. It won't take you too long. Yeah, for sure.
Do you exercise?
Sometimes. I'm in an off period now.
I need to exercise more.
I'm in a downturn right now. I usually do like yoga and walks.
I just like lay around. I gotta do yoga. Man.
It's so nice.
There's a Pilates place kind of near us, and I'm like, should I try out Pilates? But then I'm like, I don't want to get like.
Pilates is hardcore. Yeah.
I don't want to be glared at by like hot, skinny white bitches.
Don't let anyone fuck your jam up. Yeah.
Okay, that's
you do
great
you.
advice.
You do you.
I won't let
Isla.
anyone
You-
fuck my jam up.
Exactly. You do your Pilates. Who cares if they're looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them
Love it.
look.
Let 'em look.
Let them look. Yeah, let them
I
look.
should get a stationary bike. I did get a walking thing, like a little stair stepper, which I do when I'm playing Diablo a little bit.
No way.
Yeah.
That.
It's this big. It's like less than a foot tall.
Do you combo it?
With
Oh, like a weight.
I mean, I could. I'm standing, so you know,
Jeez.
it's a little anathema to the power stance, the Diablo stance where you're sprawled out, hands over your head. But
So
I
good.
could try it.
So
I
good.
could try. I'll try it.
Don, you got me so hyped on a shmup, dude. I'm playing
Oh, yeah.
R-Type this weekend.
R-types are great. Yeah.
Yes.
Most of them are pretty good.
Because
especially the first three.
I think my favorite of all time is Gradius. Yeah, Gradius.
Yeah, that one's fun too.
That's my number one of all time. I had the Game Boy version
Oh yeah, I think I
Of-
played that.
of that, and that was
Limited
my.
screen.
What's up, Damiani?
Limited screen to
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For a side scroller.
I
Perfect.
remember the movement in that one was a little forgiving though. It was kind of slow, which was nice. Like,
Yeah, they got to slow it down.
yeah,
for
they had to
you.
slow it down a little.
Totally.
Yeah,
Oh, this is power Pilates.
so fun.
Love that.
That's gonna be really intense.
First Gradius, 1985, but actually it predates that with the game called Scramble.
Oh yeah, that's an arcade classic.
1981, Don. I've actually never
Jeez.
heard of this.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Wow.
I see that at the show a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, it's a shmup weekend, everybody.
Shmup time.
Don has decreed it.
Yes.
Don, you got one more for
All right,
us?
one more quick one. The other one, another little quirky game. Well, this one's a quirky. R-Type isn't so quirky. This one's fun, though. Duck Side of the Moon. I don't know if
Sick.
anyone has even heard of this thing.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Pink Floyd nod.
Yeah, an
DuckTales
odd
level
choice,
now.
too, with a Pink Floyd nod, I got to say. But there is some interesting stuff in this
Yo,
game.
this looks like a Damiani game.
3D jumping around.
Dude.
Duck
Yeah.
stuff.
Immediately, this game was something, I think this is one of those random Bloodworth drops, which I love when he
Yeah.
does this.
Love a random
He just
blood.
put it-
he
yeah.
just-
Bloodworth drop.
Just so chat, if you're unaware, Bloodworth is the master of all codes, and there's nothing better than the patented unsolicited code
Yeah.
is what he calls it. He'll go unsolicited code and it'll just be in your inbox for some random game you've
yeah.
never heard
Which
of.
crucially, sometimes often followed by, if he sends you a code, he'll often say the two best words that can come out of Daniel Bloodworth: no obligation.
No obligation. Unsolicited.
If you get a code out of Daniel Bloodworth and it doesn't say no obligations,
Be
Yeah.
warned.
he's gonna hound your ass
yeah.
until you have done that game for the podcast. Which, fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's
right?
the price of doing business.
Our general rule is if you ask for it,
Yeah.
you have to cover it.
Correct.
If you say, "Give me that code. I
Yeah.
want this code. Look into it."
Yeah.
You've got to cover it.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. That's a fair deal.
He's unsolicited me and hounded me as an obligation. It has
Whoa.
happened so often.
Whoa, that's
Where I'll be like,
new level.
And it's
I'll
a
be
bait
like,
and
blood.
switch. Yeah,
It's
you
a
get
bait
the
and
bait and
switch.
switch.
It is.
Yeah, that's
That's
happened.
against the social contract, blood.
Dude, I'll be like,
happens.
blood, I've never heard of this game. What
Yeah.
are you talking
Yeah.
about, dude?
Yeah.
And suddenly it's on your backlog
Yeah, I
of
know.
whatever
Still
relevant
waiting on
games.
this.
So I do. So shout out to Blood. I don't remember exactly if he
We love
just
you,
dropped
Blood.
the random
Blood's the best.
trailer and said if you want a code to this, or if he just sent me the code. But either way, this is due to Blood that I randomly discovered this game. The thing that
Sick.
appealed to me immediately was like how the traversal looked. This right here, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this looks fun.
The
This
zero
looks-
gravity.
It looks fun to move around the world. You know, yeah, obviously Gravity Rush fan over here, like Damiani and all of that. So I love
Not
anytime I
looking
can
like
float.
Gravity Rush.
This is pretty much Gravity
Similar.
Rush.
This is pretty much Gravity Rush, Damiani. No,
Gravity Rush adjacent.
It
Pretty
actually
much.
is.
Okay.
No, some of the control schemes in this are similar to like a much more sort of casual Gravity Rush, a slower Gravity Rush, I would say, because of the fact that you do engage gravity at your will. That's why. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
you're not just
All right.
flying, but you are
He's not
engaging
just
gravity.
talking nonsense,
So at any
okay.
point, Damiani, just like Gravity Rush, you can decide to start walking around, and while you're walking, you can flap your wings and fly and everything.
Can I walk on the sides of stuff? Do you change which way gravity's working.
Right. So yeah, in that way, Gravity Rush far exceeds this. I'm just saying it has shades of Gravity Rush in it.
Shades.
No,
Okay.
the joy of floating. We share that, don't we, Damiani? The joy
I hate
of floating
floaty
around?
platformers.
Okay. So we're back in agreement. All right, so we're back in agreement. No,
Consensus.
but that's what excited me. It looks fun to traverse around this world. It looked like a fun, like whimsical kind of, and that. So right away, I want to try any game that just looks like the basic mechanics of it are fun to move around, and it is. So you're a duck. You crash it, land in this weird little galaxy. You've got these like geode creature people, these living geodes that
Geodude.
seem to live in the galaxy. And this is just a nice, easygoing, peaceful game, like zero stress.
Looks so chill.
You've got a little bit of light crafting. You've got some crazy puzzle stuff.
I'm digging
Can-
this train stuff.
Can somebody quickly
Kingdom Hearts 3 with that train.
Can somebody quickly remind me of the platformer that came out around January, February that got really good reviews? We talked about it.
Bubsy? I don't know.
What?
Which one?
There was like a
Big
platformer.
Hops?
Yes. Thank you, Riley.
That
Yes.
fucking frog game.
Yeah,
that
so
shit
we
is
have
sick.
frogs now and
yeah.
ducks, dude. Okay.
Similar. Yeah.
Yes. Because this game has solid reviews as well. Sorry to jump in there, Don.
No, thanks
but
for
yeah.
pointing that out. It's a good call and similar to, I would say similar in that some ways to that game, just in terms of how the lightheartedness.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has a
yeah,
jolly
just the
kind of
cozy,
vibe.
the cozy platforming jolly vibes.
That's
Big
the
Hops
thing.
got serious. Big or not like it. The platforming was intense.
Got it.
Oh, okay. This game kind of has like a somewhat serious story going on, connection with your father and stuff that gets like a little deep sometimes, which is kind of a little heavy. Most of the time, it's like really enjoyable and light and just peaceful. Like I said, easy crafting. You've got your crashed spaceship, which you do move to different galaxies, but you're like rebuilding also at the same time. You're like fixing it and rebuilding it. So you've got all these rooms you can unlock in there. You've got all these kind of decorations you can unlock and then interact with, jukeboxes, like beds, like all kinds of different things. You got costumes and stuff, but it's all very lightly done, really fun. Just kind of unexpected stuff they do, 1 second. Yeah, you saw the train stuff. I think Isla called out the train.
Cool, yeah.
The train looks sick.
Fun little random puzzles where you're having to, you have like sections of track missing. You have to figure out how to like use the pieces to create these missing sections of track that line up properly and stuff. Out of nowhere, you'll be like donning a detective hat and you've got to like question different geodes and figure out some like kind of like mystery of like to figure out who the suspect is and stuff like that. And so just random stuff like that you don't kind of expect, and just stress-free gameplay and fun physics, I would say too. You see that jet stream in the background? You have like these jet stream things you can get into.
That's so
and
fun.
float
Like the
around.
stars in Mario Galaxy kind of
Yeah, they
vibe.
propel you around, kind of float in it like that. And it's a really cool graphical style. You just have these kind of island worlds, these archipelagos and stuff like that. And you see the stream there? Yeah. And so they have all these like, like terrain you can interact with, but then a lot of it is just floating out in space. You kind of we'll have like a bay, like a body of water just floating in space. So it's really neat how you can just kind of enter it, swim through it, and then emerge on the other side and stuff. So yeah, short game. It's only a few hours, and it's like just fun, peaceful, easygoing, good family game. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with this one, actually. Hopefully
Thank
it's
you
not
for putting
$35.
this on our
I don't know what the
radars,
price
Don.
is.
This looks
Yeah,
great.
this looks cool.
Yeah, thanks to Blood also.
I would
Shout
like
out
to quote this review that gave it 80 out of 100. I would like to quote this because never miss a chance for a pun. Quote, a quacktastic space adventure.
Heck yeah.
That's not even a pun. What is quacktastic about?
Love that.
Quacktastic.
Obsessed with it. Don, this looks sick. Why do you just
a fun
keep
little
adding
game.
to my backlog, bro?
This one was fun. I liked it a lot.
Stop it.
We've reached beak platforming.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's a pun.
That's a good pun.
You're insane with your puns. Absolute 10 out of 10. Unreal. Alrighty, everybody. It is time
For one
Four.
last kiss? Oh.
one last kiss of love and respect. Love and respect.
Respect.
Alrighty, from the one, the only, Stomps.
I like that you introduced so many different patrons.
There's a lot of
by
one
the
and
one, the
onlys.
only. So I'm
Yeah.
like, which one's it going to be?
Yeah, yeah. This is from Stomps, and it's a game. We're gonna play a game. It's been a while.
Whoa.
Yeah. The game is, would you take the leak? I think we can know that leaks are controversial and can hurt developers' ability to control the marketing of their games. But they can also be motivated by disgruntled employees grasping for control in toxic work environments. So in some cases, leaks can feel justified, like a righteous path circumventing the shareholders' sinister interest. For this game, let's pretend an insider approaches you with some private info. For each scenario, you must decide whether to leak it to the public or keep your mouth shut.
Whoa.
Are you ready?
All right.
All right. First up, the title of the next mainline Resident Evil game.
Ooh.
Do you leak or do you shut?
I don't think
like
I
the
would
titles don't give anything
Yeah.
away in these games. when
Right?
you
It'd be
have
like
one.
Resident Evil 10. Okay.
Yeah, it's either a number or some like adjective or
Extinction. Like
noun.
if they're
It's like-
trying to sneak the numbers in there, it could be like extinction or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know personally.
Same, yeah, I would
'Cause
shut it on
I
this.
like to be surprised, and I like to be like, oh, Requiem, like, oh.
And why would we ever fuck with Capcom?
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
give us love. Okay?
Resident Evil Silent Hill. would be
Protect Capcom. We love Capcom. They just release quality and quality and quality. Like, no quarrel. We are protecting them.
Okay.
good. I mean, I guess from a business perspective, it's better for us to have genuine reactions to things. So not knowing is better.
Here's one. A list of GTA 6 microtransactions planned for the launch year with US dollar prices.
Oh yeah.
We are
baby.
leaking this
yeah.
immediately.
Absolutely.
We would
Set it
report on
loose.
that. Yeah. We would report on that.
Send it to the wild.
In fact, I'm leaking it and CCing Jason Schreier directly.
Yeah. Well, he already knows.
Yeah.
But for sure, yeah.
All right. George R.R. Martin's Elden Ring lore codex.
Oh, yeah.
What do you like? Did it exist
Just
or
someone
info
hands us
from
the
it?
book?
I think this is referring to like the book he made and then he
give to-
handed off
from
to
Sony,
Miyazaki.
yeah.
Yeah. We got to look
I'd love to look at that.
Yeah.
That deserves to be public record.
In fact, for this one, before I leak it, I would ask for permission and be like, "Can we please leak this? Like, can we please?"
Asking the person who's leaking it to us? Because they're going to say yes.
No, I'm gonna reach out to Martin and From, and I'll be like, "I have."
Okay.
this.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna tell you yes.
They're going to say no.
I'm gonna be like, "I have this. Can you please just like put it in a book form?"
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
And I
you
won't
can,
leak
Hubert.
it. Like if you
Right.
plan to release it as like a book.
So what you're saying is you're holding it for ransom.
I guess so. I guess
You're blackmailing them.
So you're like one of those.
Oh shit. Because I feel like the world wants like what there's no reason to keep that a secret, right? That's not harming anyone. That'd be a cool thing that everybody would
Yeah.
want to take a look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you make a little scratch on the side, hey. No harm, no foul.
Kojima's storyboard for Silent Hills.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Especially
Especially
because
because Konami borked him over on it. Like
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one doing the leaking.
Oh yeah.
Unless there's some comment somewhere where he's like, I really wish those would never come out. You know, like it was
Right.
his wishes, but otherwise, absolutely.
All right, Damiani, this one's for you.
All right.
The next two actually are, but this one specifically.
Okay.
A demo for a traditional 3D Zelda game that has been scrapped
Oh, that's coming out immediately.
for the
Yeah.
upcoming non-linear Breath of the Wild 3,
Yes.
playable through the first dungeon.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Game preservation right there.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. This one, Spoiler alert, I'm not leaking this. This is crossing the line.
Whoa.
Shigeru Miyamoto's personal diary.
No.
Yeah, no.
Why would I do that?
Absolutely not.
What is this? No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
No way.
I mean, I'm sure on page like 76 where it has like information about like the secrets about Yoshi and Toads and stuff. I mean, people would love to know
Kirby's
about
power level
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, Kirby's
Yeah.
power level. No, that would be in there. That's not that.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
That would be like in one of the HAL employees, like the WADA or something, or Sakurai. Is
Yes,
probably got that shit on
dude.
lockdown. Yes,
Power level.
he's probably got some Star Fox lore in there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Miyamoto.
All right, last one. Phil Spencer's personal diary.
No one would read it.
I'm not gonna release anyone's personal diary. Like, yeah.
Especially if they, we won't leak it if perhaps they give us a little money.
Hold it for ransom.
Just maybe.
Maybe bring back a studio or two. You
Yeah.
I'm gonna add one to the list. This is an overtime bonus. Peter Molyneux's personal diary.
Oof.
Do you leak?
Probably empty.
No. I mean, he probably slipped it to you on purpose.
He wants you to leak
It's
it.
part of some elaborate, weird, experience.
Oh, love and respect, Stomps. That was so good.
That was
so fun. All right. From Simon Epp. Hello, allies. Recently, Square Enix announced that they are removing the time limit on Final Fantasy XI's free trial.
Oh.
Yep.
This has me intrigued as I have casually enjoyed Final Fantasy XIV up until Endwalker, but have never played its predecessor due to subscription costs after the 2-week free trial. Would more MMOs having such a generous free trial entice you to play more? Do you think this is a good way to keep aged MMOs alive? Love and respect, Simon.
It's pretty good.
I mean-
it seems to be pretty successful for. It seems successful for Square Enix.
Right.
I don't know how successful it would be for others. Like, there's no free trial. How's WoW work? Is there any free trial with a WoW or anything like that?
I
No.
thought you could go to like level 20 or 40 for free. For
Like,
sure. I
being
can't
able to
confirm
play-
right now, but I'm pretty sure.
Playing WoW to like maybe up to, I don't know, what's like what's like 4 expansions or 3 expansions ago. Like you'd always be like 3 expansions behind and like
Yeah.
30 levels below the max level cap or something. That's
Yeah.
kind of like analogous to this. I mean, I don't see. I would see like more people like
Level 20
Trying
in
it
WoW
out.
for free. Level 20.
What's the level cap?
that seems so low.
80 or
man.
90 now.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like nothing. Yeah, like
The real
I think
question-
that
That is nothing in WoW.
that
Level
worked
20,
back
that is
then.
nothing.
I feel
yeah.
like it comes from a different time where I think like it took longer to get
Yeah.
think of vanilla WoW and classic WoW. Like that's like what they're thinking about. Like, oh, that's a lot of time. But now it's like that's not the
Back
core
then it was 2
experience
weeks
anymore.
free, I think. The question I have is how many MMOs still have a subscription fee at all? Because it's mostly just WoW and Square, right? Or are there a lot of people still doing it?
No, they're not as many. But also the free trial means you don't have to pay anything for
Well,
like
yeah,
14. Yeah,
But I
right?
mean, like,
so what
most,
other
like Warframe and a lot of other games are like Guild Wars, right? Or like free to play, but you pay through like
Things
cosmetics.
like
and
I
Oh,
remember
you don't
like,
buy like a license for any of those? Like Warframe, you don't have to buy like a one-time license.
Warframe
even?
is free, baby.
Oh, it's outright free.
dude. You can play Warframe
Then
right
yeah,
now.
then this is very specific then to like
Yeah, this is my thing.
World
Is
of
like
Warcraft.
subscription models for MMOs feel so outdated to me at all.
yeah.
like it seems
EverQuest
crazy.
2 is still RuneScape apparently.
What about like yeah, and I don't know enough historically to, if we went back like 20 years to say what other popular MMOs from the time would have benefited from something. I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember back in the day, because MMOs, like, for a good 15 years of my life, I made a point to play every MMO because back then it was such a
Possible.
cool... Well, it was cool, such a cool specific thing.
Yeah.
It felt like this playground of, like, wow, an MMO is coming out. To me, that's a big deal. It is a unique, awesome, cool thing. A lot of the MMOs that just came out obviously had subscription fees, but I remember a big deal was Guild Wars for not having one.
Yeah.
That was like a huge
Guild Wars.
deal. It was like, dude, Guild Wars and there's no sub. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Guild
New
Wars was one of the
remastered
early
Yeah.
ones
forged
without.
version of Guild
Yeah.
Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, and Guild Wars, I remember when that came out, not having
Yeah.
a subscription.
It was
'Cause
crazy.
I don't know if you still do, but back then I believe you just bought Guild Wars.
Yeah.
Like a price of a game.
Yep. You just buy it and you got it.
Like EVE Online has a free tier and a like Omega subscription tier or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like two options.
The newest option I've seen was, and this even goes back over 10 years now, was Lord of the Rings. Free to play MMO, but they hamstring you, right? Damiani, you've seen this all the time with MMOs. They hamstring you
Well,
into
all
like
the features aren't available.
the features, the bag space. Hey, pay $10 a month and you can have more
yeah.
inventory slots.
Yeah,
Or
I
like-
agree.
or
Shit
things-
like that.
Things that take real life time take like twice as long.
Yes.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yep.
Totally.
Which
Back
like
to
Because
the
New
shifted
World
to
came
mobile.
out. New World is the most recent example with no sub fee.
Yeah.
When that
it had,
came
like,
out, that was a
multiple
huge
versions,
deal.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. To
And I think,
buy, like,
I think it had
collector-
some weird shit.
They do like those premiums, like that's what they get you with. Like,
Yeah.
you want like the digital deluxe edition with the exclusive
Right.
mount and like.
Well, because like Warframe and Soulframe, they have like founders packs or whatever where you can pay and get like a boost to start stuff or like, you know, but like Warframe is really interesting because you can play that and get everything, almost everything completely for free in game.
Yeah.
Like it takes a while. Like farming for prime, you know, parts takes a long time and like you have to build it and it takes 3 days or whatever to make a chassis or whatever for
Yeah.
your meat puppet. But like
yeah.
you can do it
Love that.
and like
Give me the option.
yeah.
Set it and forget it. Showtime rotisserie barbecue. Best infomercial of all time. Set it and forget it. Tell me you've seen
that
it.
sounds like
I
great.
don't
The
think I have.
Showtime rotisserie
I remember the slap
barbecue.
chop and I remember the George Foreman grill.
Oh, George Foreman classic, of course.
yeah.
10 out of 10.
I had a George Foreman grill in college.
10 out of 10. You can make anything on
All the
that thing.
grease would just run out. It would make some pretty dry meat. You know?
Can you still buy one of those?
George Foreman grill?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Does it still
Probably
have an
eBay.
does it still have
$24.
the, Yeah, does it still have the as seen on TV sticker on it? That's the real question.
That's
Seen
hilarious.
on Twitch.
As seen on Twitch. It's
Oh
purple
my
now, the little
God.
logo.
Yo, George Foreman grill tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say.
Buy a George Foreman.
That is hilarious. $41.
I might make
Inflation.
a smoothie when I get home though. That'll be good.
You might what?
I've been making smoothies.
Love that. What's your smoothie of choice?
I get an acai blueberry strawberry mix from Sprouts. You put in 5 grams or ounces or whatever of that,
That sounds great.
and then I add mango for thickness and a few extra strawberries, frozen strawberries, and
Sounds
then I
great.
put oat milk. And
Sounds
then I
excellent.
blend it in the NutriBullet. And then I drink it all up.
I love that. So
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Take that at your Pilates class.
Yeah,
There
I was
you
like,
go.
they have a
There you
flexibility
go.
class that I was,
Get-
I was
get
looking
it.
at. I need to be more flexible.
So good for you. Yes.
I am so inflexible.
Same. I am so unflexible that like sometimes when I have to bend under the table to like plug in a game console, I pull a muscle. That is
Yeah.
how bad I am.
Yeah.
That is the level of out of shapeness for me. Good God.
I love that.
Thank you, Simon. Now it is the last question from Tim Dowd. Hi, allies. I've been following you all since the Game Trailers days. Shout out. And still
you.
remember your final stream. And sitting with that parasocial sense of mourning. A feeling completely reversed when I stumbled on Easy A in your first month. My topic for you today? The Terrible Twos. It's no secret that many game series hit a high point during their second at bat. Love a baseball reference. Resident Evil 2, Mass Effect 2, Uncharted 2, Diablo 2, Donkey Kong Country 2, Breath of Fire 2, Diablo 2 again, Half-Life 2, Halo 2, Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Mega Man 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Fable 2, and many others.
Diablo 2, was that in there?
Twice.
Oh, okay.
Sonic 3 is better than Sonic 2.
Wow.
The game. Not the movie, the game this time. Come on.
Don, I'm a little hesitant to confirm this take from Damiani. Where do we stand
I
on that?
don't know if I agree either.
On which one? What did I mean?
Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, Don?
The game.
Was
the
Sonic
video
3
game.
Sonic and
Sonic
Knuckles?
3 and
Yeah.
Knuckles.
For me, I like 2.
For me, I like 2
I
as
also
well.
like 2. But Knuckles
That's 3
is-
against 1,
Knuckles
Damiani.
is sick as shit,
Sonic 3 is
though.
a great game. It's an excellent game.
Yeah.
And I loved Knuckles.
Love
Very
Knuckles.
cool at the time.
And I loved stacking the cartridge on top. Oh my
That I felt
God.
so cool.
It was
doing that.
crazy.
I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I love it.
I felt like I was Sandra Bullock in The Net.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm breaking
Who
the laws of
is
physics.
Knuckles. Name and address.
Just fully doxxed.
That's all you have to do to hack
Yeah.
in the movie The Net.
This makes a lot of sense. You spend
What
the
were we
first
talking about? Oh yeah.
the terrible twos. The terrible
yeah.
twos. This makes a lot of sense. You spend the first game's budget, experiment, and finding the vibe of the game, and then you use that knowledge from the jump in the sequel to really explore the possibilities. But for every rule, there is an exception. My question to the panel: what are the worst twos in gaming? The sequels that took a good idea and just squandered it all. Thanks for picking my question if you do, and stay easy allies. Tim Dab.
God of War Ragnarok.
Oh.
I wouldn't say it's the worst.
of God of War and God of War Ragnarok, it's the worst.
There's
I'm not
a
counting the
better
originals,
example,
yeah.
but I
No, there are better
totally love 2018 more.
Oh yeah.
I love
I just
Ghost of-
like 2018 more.
I love Ghost of Tsushima more than I love Ghost of Yote. I love Spider-Man and Morales more than 2. There's been a lot of recent ones where I prefer
Not terrible.
not terrible. Yeah, they're not terrible.
Yeah,
I'm
just
trying to think of.
preferred.
Oh, I mean the obvious low-hanging fruit, the obvious answer. The most obvious answer is Deus Ex Invisible War.
Oh sure.
Okay.
You are coming off of
I'll trust you.
Yeah, you were coming off legitimately one of the greatest video games of all time ever made, easily. And in Invisible War, on its best day, least judgmental day, is like a 6 or a 7. Yeah.
I know a lot of people probably would say BioShock 2. I think
Oh, yeah.
I really like BioShock 2. I really like the gameplay of BioShock 2. Like the story
The
doesn't get
drill.
the same highs, and two-handing was awesome.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't personally say that, but I think some might.
Yeah. I remember at the time. Oh, this is a 3 though. It doesn't count. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Assassin's
3.
Creed 3 always gets
Oh,
panned.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was-
Because
Yeah.
Brotherhood is 2, and everyone loves that.
There was 2 Brotherhood Revelations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little few, yeah.
So 3
Well,
is
it's like a
technically the
2.3
5th.
2.33 repeating.
I've got an interesting one.
Yeah.
What do you think
Oh.
about this one? What was Epic Mickey? Now,
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
the only
yes.
reason I say that is because, like, the
Yes.
first Epic Mickey was disappointing, but we
Yep.
had such high hopes. But then we're like, okay, everything will be
Yeah.
corrected for the second
Right,
one, and then they
right.
hurt us even
Power
more.
of 2.
Dawn.
So disappointing.
That's a good
So perfect.
Yeah.
So
That is a
disappointing.
perfect.
No,
Epic
there's
Mickey
a-
1 is a
better
7
one.
out of 10
Yeah.
swimming. I love it. Epic Mickey 2 is
That's
terrible.
better-
5
better
or
Terrible.
Yeah.
Chad already guessed the correct answer.
Huh.
Devil May Cry 2.
That-
is
Devil
the
May
worst
Cry
sequel
2!
ever
That was the
freaking
first.
made.
That was the first one that
That
popped
is
into my head, but then I couldn't
absolutely,
remember.
like,
Yep.
I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3 that was the
Peak.
horrible one.
Yep.
Peak
Yeah.
bad.
That's the number 1 pick. There it is. There it
Because
is.
2 is the bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Terrible.
It's
I couldn't
so
remember.
Terrible.
Three,
Freaking
2, 3, or 4
tanks
was
on
the
a
really bad one.
street.
Terrible video game.
Yeah.
What the
That's
hell is
probably
the writing.
All of it.
I feel like there have to be other ones too, though.
But because 2 came out, we got 3.
Yeah. And 3 was good.
Dante's
Yeah.
no. Dante's something. Devil May Cry
Peak.
3. Dante's Peak. I was gonna say
Dante-
Devil
Dante's
May Cry 3 is
Yeah.
Awakening.
Awakening. Thank you.
Zelda 2. That's an.
No, Zelda 2 is not bad.
It's
People
just
are
interesting.
bad at it.
Yeah. Mario 2.
Which one?
The one
US
called Mario
or
2
Lost
in
Levels?
America. Yeah. Not Lost Levels.
I would argue
It's
Lost
definitely.
Levels.
I don't.
It's different.
It's different.
I think it's an
also-
interesting game, but very different.
I always argue that Lost Levels actually worse than the American Mario 2.
Yeah, Lost Levels is rough. It's just
The
hard.
difficulty
Yeah,
is
it's
just like
weird.
But,
cheap.
like-
It's cheap
But it's not
as
great.
hell.
It's not. They're not very well designed levels.
Yeah,
like,
it's not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. Like you don't feel a good sense of accomplishment
The
when you get through
American
that
Mario
game.
2 is bizarre, but
Yeah.
it's fun, right?
but it's it's
Some
weird.
really bad jumps.
I
in
will
the
say
game.
though, at the time when you're going over to your friend's house and he's got Lost Levels,
You're pumped.
you're pumped because also there was this, and like you forgave it being really hard and unbalanced and like kind of janky because you thought, like as kids, we all thought it was like literally like secret, like unpublished levels. Like we didn't realize it was like an actual release. Like we thought it was like pirated somehow.
Yeah. Same.
Because we didn't understand what was
Same.
happening. Yeah.
100% same.
We were all just like, this
totally
is
get
so
this.
cool, and like it was janky.
The
and we were
Lost
like, yeah,
Levels, it's some
so weird.
bootleg?
Yeah, it's like a bootleg.
Yes.
That's what we thought as a kid. Yeah.
I have a deep cut, and it hurt. This one hurts me personally.
Wow.
Fighting Force 2.
Oh. And Fighting Force 1 was
Fighting Force 1 I love.
Yeah,
A
me too,
janky beat 'em up
Yeah.
on PlayStation 1. Co-op, sick beat 'em up in the spirit of, Streets of Rage, but it was like 3D.
Yeah.
The graphics were crazy at the time.
Remember we played that busted disc for Freezy of Demon 2?
Love Fighting Force for no reason whatsoever. Fighting Force 2 is a single-player stealth game. You're going
Yeah,
from a
okay.
jolly co-op beat 'em up to a single-player stealth game, and it was just so bad. I'm still hurt about that. I bought that game on Dreamcast. Top 10 games that fucked us.
10 games that
Jeez.
fuck-
Yeah.
I never played Parasite Eve 2. Was that one? Because that series gets weird, right?
Yeah, my
Third birthday, is
Parasite
that
Eve
the-
knowledge
Yeah, I
sorely lacking
love the
past
first one, but haven't-
exactly.
Dino Crisis 2, was that pretty janky?
Yeah, it's just more action.
I played it, but I don't
Yeah.
remember it at
2
all.
is cool. No, 2 is
Okay,
cool.
okay,
3
okay,
is terrible. 2 is cool. Dino Crisis 2 is cool. Alrighty, thank you so much, Tim Dowd. Great question. By the way, before we get to this week's bets, Easy Allies patrons are getting 2 bonus love and respect questions. You can get a non-extended cut, ad-free, 2 days early. Consider becoming a patron for $5. Woo! You also get into the Discord. You can ask us cool questions like Tim Dowd just did, and Stomps,
Yeah.
and Simon. You can get in there. So consider becoming a patron. Starting at $25, all of the producers get their names added to the monthly podcast credits, which Brandon Jones reads aloud. You get to hear Brandon Jones say your name.
Might be correctly pronounced. Who knows?
It might be 50-50.
How many letters you got in there? you got a decreasing chance with the more letters.
And if you're crazy and you're a platinum producer, you get a shout out on this podcast each and every week. The legends are
Whoa.
Jabberwaps, Elthanis, Lizard Wizard 64. Shout out. Now join us on patreon.com/easyallies for those bonus questions. Alrighty. It is time for bets. This week's bet.
Do you remember what it was? You need to write these down.
I know. Give me the prompt.
Let me see if I remember it. It was
Oh, I remember. Okay. It was
Yeah,
the word.
James Bond.
Yeah. Okay.
Nintendo.
Yeah. So James Bond First Light is coming out next week, and the vibes are correct. It's looking like it could actually be a GOTY contender. Of course, that makes sense considering it's coming off of the back of the Hitman World of Assassination trilogy as well from IO. They are just killing it. So this week's bet is related to that. Top 10 open critic reviews.
Oh,
I like to keep it.
open critic
Yeah, I like to go open and I like to go back and forth. Keep everybody guessing.
okay.
Top 10 open critic reviews for 007 First Light. How many times will we see the words, the combination of it, they don't need to be together, just total times we see the words Nintendo and GoldenEye.
And or GoldenEye.
And or GoldenEye. How many times do we see those words pop up in the 10 reviews? Damiani.
I'm going to go with 7.
7. Don?
I went with 2.
2. Good bet. I said 4.
We are grouped up. I said 6.
Boom. I love when we're all grouped up like this. It's so intense. It's so intense. There it is. Alrighty.
I was trying to, before I gave my bet, I was trying to look up the quote because I wanted to be cute. I wanted to say the same 6 minutes you gave me, James, and then have you interpret what that was.
GoldenEye Trevelyan.
But what's the time? What would the number be?
It was like 3 minutes, maybe.
3 minutes.
Oh,
So it would
yeah,
three, but I couldn't
maybe.
figure it in time.
I think so. I don't know exactly.
Couldn't bring it up in time, so I
Yeah.
had to go with the original idea.
For England, James, blow them all to hell. Close the door, Alec. There's a draft. Alec, you can't win. That's my favorite. You can't win.
Can't win.
All right.
Feels good. This one feels good.
I know we're about that.
All right. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
You had us going with this.
Okay. Last week's bet was about just a small little game called Grand Theft Auto 6. No big drama, whatever. It's just, it was so small. We thought this little game would...
We?
We, as in the collective psychosis Grand Theft Auto 6 believers.
Yeah.
We asked because of a number of leaks, a number of timing issues, right? We're 6 months out a couple days ago from the full release. Didn't bring that up on this week's news, but I did want to bring that up here. Quick shout out. The earnings call was today,
Yeah.
and they again now quadrupled down on the November 19th release date.
Okay.
They said the marketing blitz would begin this summer. That's what we
Yeah.
have now.
Will we actually have participation in an E3/SGF event from a game, GTA?
No. At this point, I believe nothing. In fact, I don't even want to think about or say the words grand or theft or auto or the number 6 until the game is in my hands. I'm done.
Yeah.
I've been beaten down. I'm done.
I would love it if it shows up in Wholesome Games.
Yeah.
The Wholesome Direct. That'd be so funny. Just
I'm
end
done.
it with with GTA 6.
The last time I hear or think about it or talk about it at all will be on release day. I'm done. So we asked what the price would be for the most expensive version of Grand Theft Auto 6. Because
Pre-release. Available pre-release at the time.
Yes.
Because we thought pre-release would be announced on Monday.
Yes.
That was the rumor.
Best Buy got us.
Yeah. I still believe that they changed their plans because of this. Like, I would not put it past them. Like, Best Buy leaks it, and they're like, okay, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't put it past them.
same. My hope is that we have the definitive, 5-hour documentary about the making of this game. I want that so bad.
Get on it, no clip.
I want that so badly. I want in the studio, behind the scenes, years worth of discussions and behind the scenes and just the making of that game. I want it so bad.
Yeah.
I want it as much as I want the game. Damiani said 170. Don said 179. I said $799 US. Isla said $129.99. The actual price is $0 because it has still not been revealed. Isla takes the bet.
I love that I had the low with $129.99. Just like, you had me believing. Hell
Another
yeah.
day, another GTA disappointment. Better to get him out of the way now than in November, right? That's a silver lining, right? Just get all of our disappointment out of the way here
Yeah.
when it's fine. Everything's fine. It's still coming. It's fine.
Yeah.
We have so many other games to play. We got James Bond coming up. We don't need GTA right now.
Hell yeah.
It's fine. Bringing the new scores to the two-time defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers with 8. And in second place, the capable idea from Isla. 7. Right there. Big point here. Big one. Promotions. Grand Theft, my God.
Well, there goes that
You
promise.
said you weren't gonna.
Chat thought you wouldn't last a week. He didn't last fucking a minute and a half.
God. Resident Evil full playthrough will continue next week with Gabby in attendance.
Nice.
It's going to be on either Tuesday or Thursday. We're thinking Tuesday after the group stream. Any other promotions from anyone?
Do we want to tell them what we're shooting on Tuesday, Don?
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to tease that so they'll stop
Stream probably
fucking
Thursday
asking
then.
about
Stream on Thursday. Stream on Thursday.
I guess I don't see why not. I suppose we could. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. Well, we're going to shoot it no matter what at some point. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we're doing a betting
We're
special.
working on
for
the betting
SGM.
special.
Yes.
Yay.
We're shooting it on Tuesday, theoretically.
I wrote 5 bets today. So
I
it's
just
on.
sent Don a bet, and it's amazing.
There will not be a bet Rockstar related, all right?
Wow.
There will not be one this year.
There will be.
They're cut off.
There gonna be one.
We're cutting them off.
He's gonna forget he said that in 40 seconds.
All right, Isla, you get to shout out to anything or anyone that's on your mind this week. You get the final word or anything you've disagreed with, want to reiterate, or just popped in your head. And you get to sign off with your trademark sign off.
Shout out to, I don't know. Shout out to like taking a walk amongst the trees, you know? I miss it. I miss that. I miss doing that. I want to go in a forest and have a walk. We don't have a lot of nice forests near here. It's a very
Los
dry
Padres.
region. Huh?
Oh, sorry. It's the final word.
No, this is my shout out.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say Los Padres National Forest is just north of here. It's massive and beautiful.
Where's that?
Just north of the valley, baby.
Huh.
Just head north. Can't miss
Okay.
it.
Well, I mean, I've been to Sequoia. I need to go to Big Sur. That's where I need
Big
to go.
Sur hype.
Anyway, I miss forests. I grew up amongst the trees and I miss them. Final word. Just make sure that you have a good creator doing your Lord of the Rings. Good night and good game.
Grand Theft, my God.
Well, there goes that
You
promise.
said you weren't gonna.
Chat thought you wouldn't last a week. He